Grand Rising, everyone. Much love, much respect to everyone. We're going to start this off like we always do, playing some music and shouting out to sponsors, man. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hopefully everybody good, man. Power to the motherfucking people. Let me share the live. And I will be putting a link in the chat. Any topic. Let's go. Grand Rising, everybody. Shout out to my brother Darius McNair. Grand Rising, but much love and respect to you and the family, man. Power to the motherfucking people. Let's start it off like we always do with some music. Let me make sure I'm sharing sound. So I'm gonna stop screen share. Bam. Screen share. Grand Rising, everybody. Hopefully everybody good, man. Good politics, bam. We should be good. Let's go.
Class in session, so it's time for you to get the notes. The quickest way to sell your soul is when you niggas vote. This shit I'm kicking is forbidden, better listen, bro. A politician preaching love is the biggest joke. See what they do is use the shit as a tool. Got us focused on these fools and putting shit in our food. Fighting to free your mind is kinda hollow but true. The system make you a zombie if you follow the rules, so we rebel. But not too many live it to tell, till they find the cheat code using digital scales. Paradise is aborted when the mission is failed. Heaven and hell collide like prison and jail. And you don't need religion just to say you awake. You even dumber than you look, you think you came from an ape. Religion needs science, science need religion. One tell a story and the other paint the picture. But listen, nigga, if you dig a little deeper, you can find that little rabbit in the mother of the reaper. I'm the best for a reason. There's a message in the speaker when the cosmos talking. That's a blessing from the ether. One day I met the devil for real and made a deal with him. Told him all I want is the money and kept it real with him. Came in the form of a thought I couldn't build with him. Shit I was selling the fiends was really killing them. Your gun bars ain't much if your gat don't shoot. I'm strapped and bulletproof like the Batman suit. All it takes is one snap to have my enemies killed. The laws in space and time, I could bend them at will. Yeah, I'm in the world that some of y'all have not seen, and living on the page that some of y'all cannot read. And right now they probably calling me cheap.
Ryan
I
Gillis,
decided this
Grand
is up
Rising.
and now
Much
I
love
finally
respect to
speak.
you and the family.
Tell you the truth, I
My
don't
brother
trust
Poison
people who
Puppet
cheat.
is
It's
good,
deeper
man.
than
Grand
having
Rising.
sex, you give birth to deceit.
Poison
If you see
Puppet,
where this is
Ryan
going, this
Gillis.
is true as can be. If you lie to the ones you love, then you do it to me. The cold word is rainy night. Niggas get wet outside, but ain't no rain in sight. They wonder where this come from. Ascension when it's all done. No reason to believe in a God. When you become one, you understand. You could get it the same. Niggas will double cross you if you get them the fame. My soul ain't for sale just to get in the game. It's dangerous, homie. Just remember the name.
Hey, part 2. Grand Rising. Grand Rising.
700 years, and I carried the Europe. I taught the Europeans until they're coming back.
They just wanna keep us asleep. I know this shit suck, but when the fuck will niggas wake up? I know this shit tough. Every other step you take, you get your foot stuck. Cause they go and show you the fly with some niggas pushed up. Religion is a part of the system, my nigga, listen. If you ain't got control of your soul, then you's a victim. The Pope all over the net with politicians. The same politicians who sleeping with little children. Time to make them pay for what they did to the youth. But freedom of speech is nothing when they censoring truth. You ain't gotta show shit when you live in the proof. Giving support to your oppressors, man, you niggas is goofs. Time to fight fire with fire, get on some nigga shit. Time to get back what they stole, all of our innocence. Some people hate the way that I talk, this shit be spicy. But say a bunch of shit that ain't true, it isn't likely. They try to say your vision ain't true, but with your sight see. The best way to tear you apart is through your psyche. I give it to you real, what you need me to say. Ask the world leaders about the oath they secretly take. It's a plan that they got to keep us legally slaves. Paid labor overwhelming when you needed a break. If you think that I'm just talking, then bitch, you lost. It's a war going on like rich versus poor. The rich keep getting rich while your broke ass starve. Feeding you little pennies at that punk ass job. Thinking cause you get it in tax, you need that income. Really, I'm just stating the
Grand
facts.
Rising, my
Niggas
brother,
been
Voodoo
dumb.
Child.
Your
What's
emotions
good?
are controlled by a system. Cause when I make a song full of hate, niggas listen. When I make a song about love, niggas skip it. They both from the soul, so really ain't nothing different. Today you gotta give it a fight to make the hate stop. Niggas on that ignorant shit gon' get a face shot. Believe what you wanna believe. A lot of niggas snakes only going off of belief. A lot of shit is fake with 2 cans blazing. I'm ready for damnation. So tell a slave master I'm burning the plantation. You fuck niggas like to throw pain but can't take it. So all during war these flames remain sacred. Barrel to the root of your tongue, you niggas tasteless. Lights flying over your head, it ain't a spaceship. The reason why we fully equipped was information. It led us on the path that got us out of the matrix. Unity is power beyond. We should embrace it, but you could never bathe in the truth when you're racist. Speeding off what you was taught, then the brakes slip. Then you see it's nothing you thought. That shit is dangerous. A lot of people die for what? That shit was aimless. It's kinda like a video game. It took stages. Just make sure these lanes remain nameless. Hood Politics Part 2. My name Dangerous.
Part 3 coming up. Grand Rising, everybody, man. Hope everybody good. Shit getting out of control.
Shit getting out of control, I mean we been there. Hate, they disguise it as love, we call it sincere. They took us to a place where ain't none of this shit clear, and we just look stupid, wondering how we get here. This government got us in chains cause they don't love us. They got us separated by gangs over some colors. What hurts more is we keep trusting these motherfuckers and putting bullshit that they say over each other. It's a bad world. Many cry in this sad world. A unicorn is compared to a black girl, or any child when you mix it, making life swirl. Gems meet a diamond and dance to make the ice swirl. Nigga, don't waste your time trying to hate on me. If you can't deal with your pride, then stay away from me. I don't fuck with none of that dumb shit. You heard that? Don't believe we live on the globe, nigga. The earth flat. First you gotta love yourself, then take the earth back. Find what's really important and make it worth that. Too much time in your hands lead to a dirt nap, but niggas don't keep the same energy to exert that.
What kind of freedom is that? What kind of social or political system is it when a black man has no voice in court, has nothing on his side other than what the white man chooses to give him? My brothers and sisters, we have to put a stop to this, and it will never be stopped until we stop it ourselves.
Mind over matter, but none of that'll matter when in life you're trying to climb and a nigga pull a ladder, believing in the myth when reality is shattered. The lies never end unless you serve it on a platter. America made you a slave, then call you monster. Erase everything that we paved and say we conquered. Willie lynching is a system that really harmed us. It raped women, left children without their fathers. America, land of the free, home of the great. America, cage of the beast, home of the snake. But the fight don't stop when you gone. This shit a marathon. Everything they touched in this world, they made it terraform the best piece of the device. Stay about this big site. Fuck what goes on in the streets. Live life. You only get one of those, nigga. Don't play with that. Trying to dance away in the dark and never make it back. We got a lot of loving to do. Shit is getting worse. Hate run deep in these roots. It's like the shit is cursed. Murder everything you can name. The world gone berserk. Pedophilia real as fuck. It's even in the church. Music, we've been flaming it. No, it ain't no game with it. Just know I put my soul on the beat. When you banging it, this is for the shit that I see and won't play with it. Hood Politics Part 3, my name Dangerous.
They attack the victim, and then the criminal who attacked the victim accuses the victim of attacking him. This is American justice. This is American democracy. And those of you who are familiar with it know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy. Now, if I'm wrong, put me in jail. But if you can't prove that a democracy is not hypocrisy, then don't put your hands on me.
Man, shout out my nigga Dangerous. Grand Rising, my brother P. Moses. Much love and respect to you and the family, brother. You know, P. Moses, real quick. Bibler gang. You purchased the Bibler, right? Put a 1 in the chat. Are you satisfied with your Bibler, my brother? P. Moses. I'll put a 1 in the chat for my Bibler. My man. And the reason I asked you to do this, right? Because that's what I'm about, promoting different products. And the Bibler is one of them. So I like to let the people know, like, get y'all Bibler, man. My brother Prophet Levi gonna make sure you get your Bibler. You know what I mean? I was just trying to express like how some people scared to order shit because they think they ain't gonna get it. You know what I mean? So I'm letting you know, guaranteeing you, if you order a Bibler, you'll get it. My brother Prophet Levi is definitely gonna get it out to you. A real grand rising, my brother. Much love and respect to you and the family. That chick, Kiss, grand rising. Much love and respect to you and the family. I'm not sure the cost. You have to contact Prophet Levi at his Gmail. The last I checked, I think it was like $100 and something, $109, something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, and I asked my brother P. Moses, was he satisfied, and he said yes. So I just wanted the people to know, anything that I promote, I back with my own money. Meaning, if you're dissatisfied with a Fire Stick that you get, the Bibler that you get, any of the sister products, I'll Cash App you your money back to you. And I'm a man of my word. All I have in this world is my balls and my word. And I don't break them for nobody. So just letting the people know. The things I'm promoting, the items I'm be promoting, 100% customer satisfaction. I want to make sure you happy with the products that I'm promoting. And the Bibler is one of them. And not only P. Moses got his, Goddess of Love got hers, Dre Cobb got his, and Chris Cyphers, myself. It's a bunch of us that got our Biblers already, man. Get y'all Biblers. And like I said, anything I promote, I back with my own money. My email is out there, my phone number out there. You know what I mean? I'm not hard to reach. I'm retired. I'm always available. Matter of fact, that's my job. That's my job. I work for myself. So any of the products I promote, yeah, get y'all a copy of Fire, man. Y'all see what my brother talking about, P. Moses. Get y'all a copy of Fire. 1 and 2. You know what I mean? Anything I promote, I back. And I just wanted to take the time to let people know that, man. You know what I mean? I want to know the products that you got and how you feel about them. You know what I mean? Because this is what we're about over here. We're about network. Shout out my network family. Man. Network for life, nigga. Let's go.
this, that, Nickelodeon, Mary Jane and opium, fresh from the FedEx, yes, we got a load of them. Yeah, tear this shit down like depression. The moral of the story is you get the lesson. I'm colder than the weather in Nova Scotia. The flow is colder, turn down. You just like the lame dude.
I
Hit the
hear
shoulder,
that.
have these niggas swinging that Chris Rock when I pitch a boulder. My
You can handle it, bro.
When I rap, get a pill feel. I can meditate and stay connected
It's
to the
free
earth.
shit,
Like
and I hear that.
they taught you to lie to your kids with
About
Santa.
Santa.
I verse in the AI now and got the answer. Don't kill yourself trying to be me with the tanner. My equal love getting blown like the blammer. Bow. I'm biased to the low comprehension, cause people claim both to get a mention. And we don't want to hear that. Keep that over there. Gotta do better.
Got it.
That's if you knew better.
Give it a link, man.
But I don't want to bore y'all with the talk. Back to regular scheduled showgramming. Executive sessions. Welcome to the upper echelon of Megatron. And it's dangerous. Laugh now, cry later. Can that fly shit you talk manifest when you falling from a skyscraper? A headshot could be a mind changer. I'm just a nigga that could hustle the hustle, getting my side paper. You know it's over when the non-sprayer. Oh, we robbing everything that you got. We operate as personality, just like your chain that got faker. But the bullets like the ice in your drink. They shot chasers, too much talking. You going in places these cops take us. Prison is a mental design for time chambers. Procrastination is a disease for time takers. When it's war, they could never be law for line makers. Suck your head, be stupid and cross and die. Player got the full
appreciate y'all
support. You down like high hater. When your soul leave earth, you could let the sky take it, cause you thought shit was sweet. Laugh now, cry later.
Man, y'all know what it is, man.
And that's
It's scary for you niggas out there, man. Know y'all feeling the pressure.
channel.
This network shit. This shit real, man.
Shit real,
Nothing
man.
but real shit over here, nigga.
Nothing but real shit.
Chris Cyphers just gave y'all a dome shot.
Bunch of precise.
Dangerous just put you niggas in a body bag. And now I'm about to bury you niggas, man. Yo, I'm back riding again. Dangerous and Cyphers, we gon' have to body them then. Yeah, these niggas done. We gon' have your whole crew on the run. This ain't a game. You niggas lame. Come and kiss this flame. We ain't built the same. You niggas just like the cap of fame. The 40 will make your soul glow. Silencer on the end of the barrel where the smoke blow. I need a heat check. Lily from the logo. Smoke is out. You can smell my mojo. Fucking with Drake Cobbs, that's a no-no. This that big three. Boss Brown and D-Wade. Looking to let the heat spray. We pull up to your block like it's D-Day. We ain't playing, nigga, this ain't EA. We like wolves when the nigga see prey, and move like Neo when the nigga see strays. I type to kill the competition. Chuck the deuces, nigga, on the replay. Big cheater with a pass. I chuck the deuces on the replay. But y'all know what it is, man. Chris Cyphers, Dangerous, Drake Cobbs, man.
Much love and respect to the family. Live
real
alone.
shit over here, man. Nothing but
real shit.
You already know. Y'all knowing how we get down, Joe. Network, nigga.
Network for life, nigga. All right, everybody. Any topic, links in the chat. One of the topics I kind of wanted to talk about was Trump's State of the Union, his recent address of the State of the Union. Got you, live and learn. My brother, Poison Puppet, could you please find me a copy of the president's address? I think I heard my brother Chief playing it this morning. Shout out to Chief Holiday, man. My nigga Chief Holiday. I met him in real life. Got respect for the brother. I met him in real life. Shout out to Chief Holiday, man. Brother in the streets. He in the streets. And I'm in the streets also. But yeah, talk about that State of the Union address. You know, a little something, something. It's any topic. semi-top. We still here, been here, and ain't going nowhere. We still here.
Who they think they better than? Ain't no comparison to the so-called black or African American. You can drop the African, keep the American. When we say Aborigine, it make they world in. I'm going in the same dirt my ancestors buried in. I come from a god and a goddess, so what that make me? Not even Basquiat can trace me. Not even Van Gogh can paint me. The MC in me is the God MC equals the God in me. I'm focused in, let my mind be free. You too blind to see the truth I give is real. It's been real. These ain't shots, they miss seals. All you gonna hear is the whistle. Lyrically, this an execution. My verses start revolution. For my people seeking restitution. Since the beginning, fuck evolution. Or maybe my reality is all a dream. I put it together like I was so it seems. So it seems. This is that audio.
It's about the Big Pharma. The one you sent me was about Big Pharma. And I said, we're going to play that today too. Shout out my brother Poison Puppet, man. Get that information to the people, man. Let's go. We still here.
Dopamine, go against the regime. We put you where nobody can hear you scream and sing you to meet your Elohim. My nigga, this is savage mode. It's something that you can't decode. It started with a spark and I'ma let it explode. I was given the cheat codes that'll let me dump and reload and go through them waves like a fucking torpedo. You dealt the cards of life. I just cut them diamonds with the ace of spades. Y'all scatter like roaches when they facing raid, or vampires when they facing blade. I'm trying to get next to Shireen like I'm getting played. You still stuck as a mental slave. You still stuck in that mental cage while I'm making easy money, pipping hoes in style. This my coming to age. Crowd roaring when I'm coming on stage. And when I'm done, they gonna be cheering my name. Drake Cobbs, and nah, I ain't quit my day job. I spit bars. I really rap on my day off. That's real shit. Just give you some tools you can build with. Aim high even if you still miss. Just keep going. It's a climb to the top. And I'ma keep flowing. Down Lake Shore, out Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah. We still here.
You niggas is playing checkers, we playing chess, and nigga, this is checkmate. Dre be the big dog, and you just a little bait. You out of Africa, and we ain't got the same traits. I'm a God being, and we ain't got the same fate. My granny died February 18th, and I was born on the same date. The chosen one, the ancestors' chosen son. They gave me the golden gun. One shot, that's a hole in one. From the pyramid of the sun, the poverty point. I don't think you niggas is getting the point. We still here. Who said they made the Aboriginals disappear? Your information's lagging in the rear. All you do is teach fear. We copper-colored with woolly hair. Am I speaking clear? So fuck the nonsense. When I rap, I touch your consciousness. From within is when you get your self-confidence. Let's bring it back to dominance. Ain't no confining us.
Big fact.
Gonna bring that wild Indian out of
bring
us.
That wild nigga out of us. That wild Indian out of us.
Yeah. We still here.
You know, and let me say this real quick. Real quick, y'all. Let me pause that. Bring it back up, because my nigga Dangerous coming
You
up.
ain't getting money, what you call it? Bank got a flow, no rap, no faucet. Mama told me, you always get...
But I don't. I make sure I play it. Let me say something real quick, right? Shout out my nigga Smoke Signals. Power to the motherfucking people. Love that brother. He be fighting. He be fighting for the people. You know what I mean? Just like I be fighting for the people, right? But I'm sick of these motherfuckers in this community. And I believe his name was Smashing Idol. Shout out my nigga Najee Skates. Much love and respect always, brother. Flat motherfucking pop to you and the family. And I believe he was on Smoke Channel earlier, talking about the $5 Indians or the Native Americans, wanting to put the Native Americans in front of the niggas, when we know they came from Siberia. How can you be original or native to some place when you left someplace? Now, I ain't heard it, brother. Put it in the chat, man. Put it in the chat. Please. Put the link in the chat for the OG. But yeah, these $5 Indians or these Siberian Huskies, whatever you want to call them, Native Americans, right? I'm tired of them trying to say we wasn't here, still working with this corporation to put us in Africa. And shout out to that brother Smashing Idol, but you're a straight sellout, man. Straight sellout. A-Dub, what's good, A-Dub? How you doing this morning, man? Grand Rising to you and the family. Yeah, one of them $5 Indians that I'm talking about, man, that act like they didn't migrate here over a land bridge. Hope everything good, brother. Hope everything good to you, man. Thank you, my brother Haru. You already know it ain't nothing but love and respect, man. We're gonna play that. We're gonna play that. But yeah, I wanted to touch and talk about those, people that's defending these Native Americans. These Native Americans is saying we wasn't here in America. They saying the same thing the corporation is saying because they're getting benefits. A lot of them is getting kicked out by ICE, but they were getting benefits from previous administrations. They were getting be able to create their own nation. Something I say niggas need to do. But yeah, I'm tired of, niggas defending that we talking about we wasn't here. The Native Americans was here first. You're saying the same story that Christopher Columbus and that they're teaching. When we know it was niggas already here in America. And that's disturbing. And then, let me say this. Let me put my screen share down for a minute. Let me put my screen share down, man. It's disturbing, man. Because all I heard was from him was Afro-Mexicans. He was making everybody African. But everybody ain't claiming African. Only niggas in America is saying that they're African. Africans isn't claiming Africans. They claiming Nigerian, Somalian. I don't even know the names of half the tribes over there because I don't fuck with them because they ain't my people. But yeah, I'm tired of motherfuckers coming over here acting like niggas ain't just coming to America on a boat, man. When the fact is, it always been here. And the reason I asked for that state of address, right? These voters, and I'm gonna say his name specifically, Super. When I debated Super, I brought up the founding fathers, and he act like he didn't know who the founding fathers of America is. They're not my fathers. They're not my founding fathers. But these are the motherfuckers that basically came over here and stole America. So basically, if you're still voting Republican and Democrat, you should know about the founding fathers of America who stole this country. The 13 colonies that invaded this land. And they definitely wasn't the first. Our kindness always been our weakness. Voodoo Child on the panel, Grand Rise, much love to you and the family, and my nigga Boot Camp in the chat. And I got it, Haru. Thank you, my brother. I'm definitely gonna play because that's my nigga. Ja Bricks, got respect for the brother, love his music, and I like his cover, CIA and all that other stuff. But what's good, Voodoo Child? How you feeling this morning, brother?
What's happening, brother? Top of the morning to you. Hey, bro, I just want to comment on that statement and big ups to Smoke Signal too. You there? But I was in Oklahoma about 4 weeks ago, man. I was, you know, and getting some shit out of a convenience store. And I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but I've noticed some white people try to disrespect you, bro. This white lady was behind me, and I'm seeing her in my peripheral view, and she's setting herself up to try to reach over me. But I'm watching her, so I move to the left, she move to the left, I move to the right, she move to the right. So I turn around, I say, excuse me, ma'am, if you need something, just say that and I'll move. The word is excuse me. Oh, my bad, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'll pray for you. I said, don't pray for me, bitch, pray for you. And so she started going off. I told the bitch, get away from me, basically. And it was an Indian girl right next to me. I was in Oklahoma. And I said, I'm sick and tired of these people. Not only they try to rename us, they're always trying to start some shit. I was literally seeing her waiting. So I told the Indian girl, I told the Indian girl, I said, besides, anyway, I mean, they want to call you nigga and black. I said, but I'm not black. And I looked at it, I said, I'm Cherokee. And before I could finish, the Indian girl said, I know that. Like she had been waiting to say it. And I was like, what you mean? She was like, all my elders have always told us that the dark ones were the first. So I'm looking, I'm like, wow, so you know this? She was like, yeah. Fuck me up, girl. I just like, wow, okay. She didn't argue it. She didn't argue it at all.
Okay. Casino, what's good? Grand Rising, Enemy Public, Grand Rising, brother.
Peace, my brother.
Peace. How you doing this morning?
How's doing this morning?
Pretty good, brother. Pretty good, man. But yeah, you know, like I said, I just went, you know, shout out, like I said, shout out my nigga Smoke fighting with them. You know, they, you know, these people that come up on these panels and still pushing that out of Africa narrative is mind blowing to me, man. You asking AI questions and think AI gonna give you a correct, accurate information. They're gonna give you the information that was processed in it before. Basically what they teaching in the school system. That, you know, all life came from Africa. But like I said, these Mexicans ain't claiming African. These Europeans ain't claiming African. It's only niggas claiming African. And like I said, Africans ain't even claiming African. But, you know, my nigga Smoke Signal like fighting. He like fighting. He's over there fighting them like always, man. So shout out my nigga Smoke Signal. You already know what it is. But, you know, it just showed me some of our thinking. And for me, and I'm going to say this, man, and I hope I don't step on nobody's toes, man. If I do, I apologize, man. You know, these people that's pushing this AI shit, more than likely you took the COVID-19 shot, man. More than likely you took it. You that lonely that you need to talk to AI? Don't you got a cousin or uncle or aunt you can fucking call? I call a friend, a 20-year friend, before I talk to fucking AI and ask AI questions. Man, like I said, I don't have a problem with it. Some of us do it. And I ain't stepping on nobody's motherfucking toes. But the information that AI gives you is the information that the curricula teaches, which is a fucking lie. So
that's the truth.
Ask AI to tell you the truth, but it's going to tell you the same lie that it told you, that was being taught. And that's the problem I have with AI.
Yes, sir. It's going to be, it's really going to be based on, on curriculum, like you said.
Public and say, instead of talking to AI, what you think about this, my brother? You know what I mean? Instead of asking AI a question, I can ask Enemy Public. I can ask my brother Voodoo Child a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I think they have a more accurate understanding of history of the question than fucking AI, who just regurgitating the motherfuckers think they getting the right answer. And that ain't stepping on nobody's toes, man. I'm just not one for AI.
Yes, sir. When you use the words curriculum, that means certain things are not allowed to be taught. You know what I'm saying? When you use the word curriculum, and history as taught by a curriculum like McGraw-Hill or curriculum in a public education system It's really an agreed upon lie. That's what it is.
Yes, sir. I
It's an
totally
agreed
agree.
upon lie. And if you
Go ahead, brother.
and you know what I'm saying, and if you start teaching things outside of that, they try to ban you for teaching, take your teacher certificate away, or you get in trouble with the Board of Education, because the Board of Education is the ones who vote on what can be taught and what can't be taught. So it's an agreed upon lie, and they don't want you going outside of that.
Big facts, bro.
And we stay outside of what they agree on. And I mean, bro, when you look at it, when you really look at it, and you don't even have to look at it critical. To me nowadays, with what I know now, outside of what I thought I knew in the past, you can glance at the African narrative and see that there was a bunch of bullshit. It made absolutely no sense at all, bro. When you look at that, it makes no sense. And people are holding on to that, knowing, I mean, some of them know it don't make no sense. You can readily show them where it don't make no sense. But they'll try to fit that triangle into a damn square. They'll try their best. Salute my brother Voodoo Child. Salute. How you doing, brother?
How you doing, man? Mutual respect and love and help to you and your family. I mean, if you understand the most common sense thinking shit, just line it up. Okay, where were these ships? 2, how did you ventilate? 3, how did you keep them from not spreading dysentery and sickness stacked on top of each other that close, pissing and shitting every day on each other? Where was the food at if the hull was stacked this tight? Where was the fresh water? Or maybe they was desalinizing the water. As I got older, before I even got heavy with the research, I started looking at that shit and questioning myself out of that. I'm like, this don't make no. As I became older and in the workforce and in the army, and understand how shit go. You can't put no chickens in the bottom of a boat like that with no proper ventilation. And if there's too many up in there shitting on each other, when you get where you going, all of them gonna be dead.
Big facts, brother. Shout out my sister.
That's the story, brother. They tried to make it sound as horrific as possible. You know what I'm saying, to make it an atrocity, and try to make it sound as nasty and horrific as possible.
And the other one, my brother, real quick, is the land bridge, or the Bering Strait that these Native Americans, they went to Alaska. Anybody that know about Alaska is cold as shit, 60, 70 degree mile an hour winds, minus teens temperature. I mean, minus all the time, at least 9 months out of the year. And it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible to cross.
And
that
during
shit.
The winter hours, it's dark most of the time. During the winter hours, it's dark most of the time.
And they want us to believe that they went from Siberia to America when niggas was already here. And the guy had the nerve to be calling other ones African Mexicans. Come on, man. Afro Mexicans, African Mexicans. Like I said, Mexicans ain't saying they come from Africa. None of these other countries and nationalities are saying they come from fucking Africa. It's the only niggas that think they family that we evolved and came from Africa, man.
All I know, if I had long lost brothers and sisters in another country, they'll be the first ones I'm looking for when I get here. But they don't seek us because the story is non-existent where they're from. They'll come here and they'll think they have one over us and try to teach us our history. They know what they're saying as far as, when an African come over here and tell us we're from Africa, they know they're saying that what they're saying is a lie. They know it. But to have one over on us and put themselves above us, they'll repeat that narrative, being condescending and disrespectful. They'll repeat that narrative knowing it's the damn truth.
Big fact.
I mean, knowing it's not the damn truth. They know it's not the damn truth, but they'll repeat their narratives to have one over us.
Mm-hmm.
That's
to
what
make
they
us
would do.
migrants like them.
Exactly. When we start delineating and correcting their behavior or calling them out for their behavior, they'll start saying, well, you're from Africa, knowing damn well, we're not from no damn Africa. And I always say, we're not from Africa, but I'm going to say, just, for the sake of argument, I say, look, just suppose we did come over here in 1492. Let's say we did. That's not who we are now. You go somewhere, you be gone that long from somewhere. Even if you're going to use that narrative that we came here in 1492, that still make us non-African. Still mean we're not African. There's no way in hell you're gonna tell me that people that who been here since 1492, 1555, 1619, whatever year people want to use, they say they're confused because they don't even know the fucking year. They use 3 years, 1492, 1555, and 1619. They don't even know what fucking year, bro. But if we were here that long,
Beast
we're
mode.
not that.
Good, beast mode. I minded you up, brother.
Brother Nasir, what fucks me up they come here and within weeks they lose their identity. They start acting and moving like us immediately, dressing like us.
Yeah.
And that's
you're
what
so
I
proud of your identity.
They take their kente cloth off that was given to them. They take that off. They take their culture off. They'll take that off, and they'll start moving and dressing and even attempting to talk like us. But then they'll tell us we don't have culture when they're appropriating our culture.
Yeah, when their culture so dispensable.
They're leaving their culture.
Yeah. Coming to ours and claiming it and telling us we don't have culture. But you know damn well you don't dress like that normally. You can't dress like that when you come here. Why? Because we have different damn seasons. You can't come here and live in New Jersey and think you're gonna wear that thin shit. Sandals all the goddamn time.
Yeah, you gotta be down south to walk around. That's how I walk around now, with some flip flops and
so what? I'm mad because it's cold up here, bro.
Yeah, man.
I wear my sandals and slippers in the house. Come mid-April, I'll be able to do that shit though.
Yeah, I love it, man. You can do that shit year round in Georgia.
Yeah, I remember being down there in January, brother, going to Albany, Georgia, which is like further in than you are. Going down there like in like the end of December, January. We was down there in t-shirts, brother, shorts and everything, bro.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you head back, you start layering up, man.
Yep. Once you get past North Carolina, you start putting on stuff.
Yep. But yeah, my brother Poison Puppet put a video in the chat, man, and a lot of people been going on. Shout out, putting out excellent information. About Big Pharma. Big Pharma is being exposed, Bennett being exposed. And my brother Poison Puppet gave me a video, basically the review. We're gonna review. It's called The Dark Origin of Big Pharma, John D. Rockefeller Empire. But before that, I want to play a new Job Bricks John. Called CIA. So let's play that real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out my nigga Job Bricks. We don't integrate.
Let's get it. Yeah. They killed Malcolm X, they killed Martin Luther, they killed Emmett Till, lied on by his accuser. They dropped freaks of guns, Chicago, Illinois, then pushed Chief Keef, torn Florence little boys. They say it's just music, but nah, it's much deeper. They brainwash our kids by what's coming through their speakers. They push Sexy Red, baby mama drama. They glorify her actions, but they ignore her trauma. CIA, FBI, three-letter orgs, seek and destroy, left us weak and ignore, snap the umbilical, watch the blood leak from the cord, then they push rounds of shots to our babies, we at war. I asked my mom, cause Jesus really save us, we send our kids to the same people that enslave us. Power is convert, whole system racist. They said we came off boats so the Asians could replace us, that's too deep for niggas. Listen up, I'm trying to teach these niggas. Gun on my waist because these crackers wanna bleed a nigga. But really, I'm just trying to reach my niggas. But before I reach my niggas, I might have to reach for niggas. Sad case when you see your brother as your enemy. Christmas time in the projects, ain't had no chimney. Guards on the window, Santa can arrive. Saying guards that couldn't keep Zahir alive. This was back in 05 when I was in the spas. Seen a kid laying lifeless, he was only 5. Looked over, seen the pain in his brother's eyes. I had nightmares for months, I was traumatized. CIA, FBI, three-letter orgs, seek and destroy, left us weak and ignore, snap the umbilical, watch the blood leak from the cord, then they push rounds of shots to our babies, we at war. They killed Fred Hampton, they killed Bobby Hutton, they killed Trayvon Martin, he ain't do nothing. They bombed Greenwood, and that was on site. Latino games, even winning bomb Braun hike. They say black and brown, but they don't really mean it. They only unify with us when it's real convenient. We always take the bait. Where's the self-respect? It's crazy, everybody benefit from our neglect. Your land of opportunity, our land of our oppression. They passed the Seller Act just to teach blacks a lesson. Right after the civil rights, one hell of a timing. The bill would flood immigrants just to undermine us. But that's too deep for niggas. Hold up, I'm trying to teach these niggas. Gun on my waist because these crackers want to bleed a nigga. But really, I'm just trying to reach my niggas. But before I reach my niggas, I may have to reach for niggas.
Man, shout out my nigga Job Bricks. Yeah, I big facts. Welcome to the channel, DJ Q 13. Appreciate you for subscribing. I'm gonna subscribe back, man. Welcome to the channel, man. Keep coming back. More than likely, I'll mess you up.
Yeah, that was fire, bro. That was hard right there. Mm-hmm. All the lyrics resonate.
Yes, sir. Let me get rid of
accompanied by a fire beat, fire lyrics, nice cadence, wordplay.
Yes, sir. I subscribe to your channel, DJ Q.
Shout out to Job Bricks.
Mm-hmm. Much respect, brother. But yeah, this video that my brother Poison Puppet sent me. It's a 15-minute video, The Dark Origin of Big Pharma. Anybody want to say anything before I started? Gotcha. Let's listen to some of it. Let me know if you want me to pause it, any of y'all. Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome.
The 19th century saw the rise of the modern industrialist, an explosion of immigration, inventions that would change the world, and the birth of the billionaire class. This was called the Gilded Age from 1870 to about 1900. It was named by 1920s historians after Mark Twain's 1873 novel, The Gilded Age, A Tale of Today. Many of the business practices of these so-called robber barons were perhaps deemed necessary to conduct a business back then, but in many cases their actions were deplorable, even by the standards of their day. One man rose above his contemporaries to use politics, force, coercion, subterfuge, and manipulation, becoming the world's first billionaire. He was one of the most corrupt men in history,
Grand Rising,
increasing
mama.
his wealth
Much
at the
love.
risk of the health and
Great
lives of
continuation.
American citizens.
Much
And
love
he had
and
a lot of
respect, my
help.
brother Texas.
That
Much love and
phenomenon
respect,
still
Mama G.
exists to this day. Who was John D. Rockefeller? How did he make his wealth and maintain it? What did he do that would be considered criminal acts today? How was his influence survived even through today? Hello, I'm Colin Heaton, former history professor, Army and Marine Corps veteran, and welcome to this episode of Forgotten History.
Texas, much love and respect, brother. Michael Harris, Grand Rising, man. Bliss.
John Davison Rockefeller Sr. was born on July 8, 1839 in Richford, New York. He became an assistant bookkeeper at age 16 and entered into the business world and made good investments, joining in partnerships beginning at age 20. Many of his business partners were connected to the Freemasons, but there is no evidence that Rockefeller was ever a member. With his own money and family support, he engaged in the oil business, drilling in some cases, but primarily oil refining. And then he founded the Standard Oil Company in 1870 and managing the company until 1897. By 1900, Rockefeller controlled about 90% of all the petroleum production in the United States, and his research teams created the first plastics, gasoline for internal combustion engines, which brought himself and Henry Ford quite close together, as well as Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate, all as business partners. The invention of the internal combustion engine created the need for gasoline, and Rockefeller controlled the entire industry in a monopoly, and the U.S. government was his largest client. As a result, Rockefeller used his influence and money to lay the groundwork for a complete takeover of the healthcare industry as well. Using his political contacts, who were essentially on his payroll for their elections, he had natural healing methods banned, doctors thrown into prisons, and hospitals and clinics threatened with being shut down if they did not follow his game plan. And here's how he did it.
Natural cures banned. That shit wild right there.
Yeah, that's David Rockefeller's family. The man who probably had about 7 to 8 heart transplants. How did he get in front of the line so many times? Snatching people's hearts out and put it in his body.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, I want to play that back one more time. They banned
for gasoline, and Rockefeller controlled the entire industry in a monopoly, and the U.S. government was his largest client. As a result, Rockefeller used his influence and money to lay the groundwork for a complete takeover of the healthcare industry as well.
Of the healthcare.
Using his political contacts, who were essentially on his payroll for their elections, he had natural healing methods banned, doctors thrown into prisons, and hospitals and clinics threatened with being
natural healthcare banned. That's holistic science, man. And when I tried to tell people, you know what I mean, that's what we were doing before Big Pharma, they act like OG crazy. They want that, you know, they believe in modern medicine. I don't take pills. I haven't took a pill in over 30 years. I seen what the Bayer aspirin and Tylenols was doing to people. I read the side effects.
Yes, sir.
People give a fuck about the side effects. They think that pill gonna help them. James Money, good morning, man. Grand Rising.
It's a pain reliever, temporarily taking away the pain, not getting rid of the sickness. Just what the Tylenols, the Advils, and the Bayer and all that shit does. Mm-hmm. But it don't cure your ailment. If you cure the ailment, the pain will stop. But a lot of people just want the pain to stop, and they're still sick. and that's the name of the game. They don't want holistic science and health. And
that's what I've been into, last almost 30 years. My mom, taught me about ginger root, taught me about
yes, sir.
different herbs, and things, the way to clean out your body.
They call it healthcare, making a mockery of the word healthcare, but they don't care about the health of people because people are getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and they're just taking away the damn. And it's an industry. Nobody wants to be in an industry that don't make money. So that's the point of an industry. And if you're going to jail people for curing people, that lets you know what your motive is. And it's not to cure people. These are not doctors. They're not doctors, man. Losing a whole lot of goddamn people.
I don't know, brother Nasser. I disagree with you on there. They doctors. That's all they are is doctors. They're not healers.
Well, it depends on your interpretation of what a doctor should and should do. I understand where you're going with it, though.
Yeah, well, I'm only going off the fact before they showed up, we didn't have doctors. We had healers. They go to school 8 years, and at the top of his game, he still only got to practice.
Again, I understand where you're going with that. I totally understand.
The Hippocratic oath say that they'll harm you to try to help you. Healers just trying to help you. That's it. I don't like that whole language.
That's what he called himself Dr. Sabi, but that was his thing. His thing was, to heal.
Yes, sir.
Not to suffice people's pain. Their thing was to heal. But I understand what you're saying, bro. But he called himself that. He called himself Dr. Sabi, but he was a healer.
Mm-hmm.
He just used modern day language. Put it that way.
Love and bliss.
Yeah, he gave us the language that they can identify with.
Black motherfucker.
Right. And they came after him for it. He came after him because of it. We all know that.
And we see why what they implemented. But let's play some more.
Because he was getting in the way of their money.
Yeah.
Shut down.
They basically. It would have shut down the meat industry, the pork, chicken, and that industry. It would have got rid of the big pharma, because motherfuckers wouldn't be taking their pills with their side effects. And like I said, I'm gonna do a stream in the near future about the side effects of different medication. Man, that shit is diabolical, man.
I presented it.
It's gonna help them.
I presented it a few years ago. I presented it a few years ago. It's a video called Millennium 2000 with Anthony Hilder and Jordan Maxwell and a few other people, and they was talking about what's going on now, how they're how they ban holistic health and how they're going to be going after people who own health food stores. So they're going to raid their own stores.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, brother Nasir, look at the time between like 2007 and 2013, 14, and look at how many holistic doctors were murdered. They say accidents, but everybody had either brake accidents on their car, some kind of bullshit. I mean, I'm like, how the fuck is this all happening to holistic doctors? What's the coincidence of that shit?
Exactly. Yeah. If you don't go accordingly, brother, they have ways of getting rid of you, bro. People think assassination is a sniper's bullet. No, it's not. So many ways of assassinating people, bro. Yeah. And they've used these. And in this video, I'm talking about like 1992, 1993. I still have it on VHS. That's how long I had the video.
Blended Hill, and I modded you up, Blended Hill. Much love and respect. Sister, bro, I want to set up an interview with you. Because I show your products right here. I got to bring it back up. Yeah, I show your products every time I go live. Let me change the screen share. In fact, like I said, This is the sister right here. This is her company. So, sis, I want to set up an interview with you. So for when I tell people, when I promote your products. Let me go. Where's that? Right here. When I promote, this is the sister right here, Blended Healer. You know what I mean? That I be, promote. When I, promote her stuff, my brother Enemy's public white book called Fire. You know what I mean?
I gotta get some merchandise from her. I gotta purchase some merchandise for it. There's no caring like this type of caring, bro.
Let me show her video. So get with that sister. That's email me, Sister Blended Healer. I be playing your
Jamaica Essentials, all right.
She don't heal you, she helps you grow. She
I'm glad to see you in the chat. I'm not on no social media.
Shop today. This is Holistic Royalty by Kels. We specialize in herbalism,
I'm
yoga,
not
and
on any
nutritional
social
planning.
media.
Hi there, how are you?
Great, thank you. And I'll email you back.
All right, welcome to the grand opening, y'all. T-wall, everything is blended right here in house. I poured a little rose and hibiscus for you to start with. Smells amazing. And over here.
And we were just talking about all natural products. All natural products.
Her presence feel like a breakthrough. From your gut to your grief, she knows. Queen of
the send it to me in the email. Yes, ma'am. And like I said, this is the sister in the chat. Let me this is her products. These are the people that she then did collabs with, the Goddess of Love. We know the Mouthpiece and a bunch of other sisters. She's on YouTube. She's on here go contact information. She's on IG. She on YouTube. She on TikTok, and she on Twitch. And they go her email. And sister, like I said, every time I go live, I promote your products. So I want to set up an interview where you can, talk about your products and basically, let my people know, about your products. Jackie Brown, much love and respect to you. Always, my sister Jackie Brown. And while I'm doing that, right, this afternoon, let me find that email. I gotta go to my emails. I'm my brother Alabama is doing a interview with this young lady tonight. She basically wrote the book. Let me bring it up real quick. I gotta go in my email. My chat. So I'm gonna bring it up in a minute though. She wrote the book called "Who Are You Calling Black?" with a question mark. A demand to the end of genocide of Aboriginal Americans. So the name of the book tonight at 7:30. We're gonna be talking to the author of "Who Are You Calling Black?" and a demand to the end of genocide of Aboriginal Americans. And I think her name is Angel A.
Whose platform is going to be on, brother?
Going to be on mine. This one,
okay,
7:30 tonight.
All right. Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. Let's see. Send an email. We can set it up in the future, sister. I email you and we'll set something up in the future because I'm always promote your products and your products in your business. I do that. I do the fire stick. My brother Poison Puppet be putting in the chat. I promote the Bibbler. I promote my brother Enemy's public wife book called Fire. And I also promote the farming. You know what I mean? My farming family. So yeah, email me, sister. And I got you. I want to set up an interview with you, like the brother Alabama doing with the sister tonight at 7:30. So I ain't gonna be live long because I'm coming back later tonight. I have an interview with the sister who wrote the book, "Who Are You Calling Black?" a demand to the end of genocide of Aboriginal Americans. And I'm looking forward to it because I the brother Alabama set this up. Shout out to Alabama.
Shout out to Alabama, the big brother.
Promote her book. And it's a good topic. Who are you calling black? Because some of us got a problem with the word black and by them putting that misnomer on us. And some of us love the word black. And don't get me wrong, we have accomplished a lot of things under all the misnomers, not only black. We accomplished shit under Negro, colored.
Well, brother, I'm going to drop down for a second because, I'm just arriving at work. Or I'm going to come back through, brother.
Definitely. Make sure y'all get a copy of my brother Nasser's Enemy's White Book. Go ahead, brother. You can say anything. Oh, he left already. All right. Yeah, please make sure y'all get a copy of Fire, man, 1 and 2. And like I said, let me check my emails real quick. See if it came. Hopefully everybody having a good morning. And like I said, I'm about networking and promoting over here, man. That's my number one mission, networking and promoting. You know what I mean? That's the lane I wanted to jump in. I don't got time for the bullshit. I don't got time for the bullshit. I found it. Yep, let me bring this up. Go to that email. And like I said, I ain't going to be live long. I wanted to make sure. Let me share that. Cancel. I got to come here. All right, tonight at 7:30. Bam. This is what we'll be talking about. My brother in Alabama will be interviewing her. I'm over here. We'll be interviewing her, the sister, and this is the title of the book. Oh shit! I gotta bring it back up. Give me 1 second, everybody. Here it go. Come here. Who are you calling black? So, like I said, I hope to see y'all in the chat. And we're gonna talk about that. I closed it out again. I must be high. Let me put that L down and shit, because I keep opening it up, then I keep closing it by mistake when I want to screen share it. And Blended Hill, and I got your email, sister. I'm gonna bring it up after this. But yeah, that's what we're about, networking and promoting over here, man. And talking about history. So if you got something you want me to promote, a business, your channel, some information, you know what I mean? That's what I like doing. And like I said, I'm going to set up another one-on-one with me and my sister Jackie Brown. Anybody that needs the platform, email me, text me, call me. The platform yours. Just like, the other day I kind of wanted to keep it going. And like I said, I still haven't downloaded Zoom on my new phone. I got a new phone. I've been being lazy. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on right now. Very busy, man. Matter of fact, let me go to my emails real quick and show that again. 7:30 tonight. We will be talking about the author. Who are you calling black? A demand to the end of the genocide of the Aboriginal Americans. And this is one of the topics that I'm passionate about. So we're gonna have that tonight, 7:30. My brother Alabama will be doing the interview, and I'll be on the panel. The support, because I'm gonna let him do the interview, because I don't know the sister, and I'm looking forward to getting to know the sister and learning about the book. Gotcha. Hurricane, Grand Rising, brother. Much love and respect to you and the family, man. So 7:30 tonight, I hope to see y'all in the house. We'll be doing an interview, Who Are You Calling Black? And this is the book, and this is how you can get the book. I believe it's on Amazon. So, this will be, I'll be promoting the sister book along with, my brother Enemy's Public White book called Fire. So I'm promoting 2 books, a Bibler, my brother Bat Clothing, my brother Sanchez Gear. Go to talk to BrushSanchez.com, and I'm promoting, the farming, telling people to get back into growing, but I wanted to show y'all, we'll be interviewing the sister that wrote Who Are You Calling Black book tonight. So I hope to see y'all there. Now let me do this. Go back to my emails. The sister Blenda Hillen sent me something. Got it. I got it, sister. Oh, yeah, I'll text you back. I'll email you back, and we'll set up a date that we can do an interview and let you, promote your products. Let you talk about your products. Shout out my brother Greedy Vegan. Much love and respect to you and the family, my nigga Greedy Vegan. I ain't sure. Okay, you ain't in the regular chat. Scam, whatever. Welcome to the platform. I can't see you in my regular chat, but I see you on my computer screen. But yeah, where did I want to go? I wanted to go back. That's right, the dark origin of Big Pharma. I want to go over there. But like I said, I got the number, like I said, any products that I promote, I back with my own money. If you bought an item like I showed earlier with the Bibler, my brother P. Moses, he loved his Bibler. I want people, to let me know the products that you buy and do you like them? How you feel about them? Because basically I'm making myself customer service, especially with the Fire Stick. You know what I mean? Get that Fire Stick, man. Save some money. I did. What's the Bibler? All right. Give me a second. Show you the Bibler. The Bibler is basically a weed bomb. It's a bomb. I'm about to show it. This is the Bibler. Got a hole right there. You can put water in there. You can put wine. And it's basically a weed pipe. That's the Bibler. Now let me show you the person that made the Bibler. I gotta find his email real quick. That may take me a minute. But hopefully everybody good, man. There's no topic. Anybody can hit the link. Let me open up another email. I want to find the Bibler and I want to find the farming thing. The thing we do about farming. That's the book. I got to go back to the dark origin. I wanted to show the Bibler. My brother Prophet Levi, he in California. He hand makes the Biblers, right? They're all natural. All natural products put makes the Bibler. You know, no extras, no added, no chemicals. Let me bring that up real quick. Not that one. All right, let me find the Bibler real quick. Me. That's my pool, John. What's this? I go to the next one. Let me open that up. That's a download. But hopefully everybody have a good morning, man. I appreciate y'all support, man. I appreciate y'all support. It should have a star next to it. It should have a star next to it. Get y'all a copy of Fire, man. I want to show a picture. I wanted to show the picture of my brother, Prophet Levi, in this product, because the brother asked me, what is a Bibler? And I wanted to show him. Let me put a star next to that. I should have a star, but I get so many emails every day. I get information lost in my emails because I need to clean it out, and I clean it out. Let me promote this while I found it. Then I go back on. Like I said, I'm passionate about this. You know, this is one of the groups that I support. You know, abundantly farming families. You know what I mean? Grow legacies, unity through farming, family roots, future fruits, nature, nurture, abundancy. Abundantly farming mothers and families, growing legacies, unity, and self-sufficiency. At abundantly farming mothers and families, we nurture the next generation of builders through nature, farming, and community, sowing seeds of abundancy and togetherness. Join our movement to grow foods, families, and futures. Together we build a legacy that lasts generations. And that's how you can contact. That's how you can contact the group. We also have Zoom calls every Sunday where we help people get farming license. Man, real quick. There go my nigga Dre Cobb. He got his Bibler. You see what he said. He love his Bibler. We all do that got our Bibler. I love my Bibler. When I not using hemp paper or wraps, because I still use hemp paper and wraps. You know what I mean? I'm a pothead. You know what I mean? But when I don't, I always hit my Bibler. And like I said, you know, when I run out of wraps, I don't panic. Because I know I got my Bibler, man. That's a Bibler. My brother, Prophet Levi, make them handmade, handcrafted, all natural. But, you know, I wanted to make sure I promoted that. Like I said, we about farming. We're trying to encourage people to get back into farming, grow your own food, grow your own herbs. You know what I mean? That's what we do. Now I want to find my brother, Prophet Levi, picture with the Bibblers. Like I said, he hand make them. He handcraft them, hand make them. And everybody that got their Bibbler love it. Is that it? Yeah, this is it right here. Let me show this real quick, bam. Screen share. This is the Prophet Levi. A lot of y'all know the Prophet Levi. Y'all done seen him. He used to come on the panels all the time. He over in California. Let me blow it up. He got the Bibler in his hand. He got different sizes. I got a smaller one. That's the Bibler. So when I talk about promoting the Bibler, that's what I'm talking about. Like I said, he used to come and sit on the panel and blow circles. You know what I mean? It basically helps the mucus get out your body. While you're smoking and you coughing, it brings that mucus out. And that mucus is, really what messes the body up in your stomach and in your lungs. Mucus. Cow milk. Cow milk causes mucus. Different milks. You want to get that shit out of you. You don't want that shit in your lungs and in your stomach. But yeah, farming is the way to teach the children it. Yes, ma'am. Some of us want to, push them on AI. I know. I said it now. Push their ass in the dirt, teach them how to farm so we can feed ourselves. Feed yourself. Become self-sufficient. But yeah, let's get back to my nigga Prophet Levi, man. Get y'all bibblers, man. One of the products that I promote, man. Like I said, everybody that got one love it. So, shout out my nigga Dre Cobb, the goddess of love, P. Moses. We're gonna set up a bibbler panel where we sit up here and talk about the bibbler, and we talk about life. So everybody that got a bibbler, OG gonna contact you. Like I said, I know of myself, Prophet Levi, Chris Cyphers, Dre Cobb Music, P. Moses, the goddess of love. I know about those 6 people that got them. And there's probably more. But that's 6 people that I know. My man P. Moses said, I'm down. Sound good, man. Because you never hit the link. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're going to have a bibbler, John. We play some reggae, some good music. Have my brother Prophet Levi on the panel. And we talk about the bibbler, man. We talk about life. You know what I mean? And the other thing I wanted to promote myself, let me keep that up. Basically, I want to, I told everybody, right? I started back shooting in the lead again, right? And, with me shooting in the lead again, basically, I get in different tournaments and in that league. And basically, I won a Jack and Jill tournament, right? Me and my partner won a Jack and Jill tournament where we're gonna be on the showroom floor of Westgate Casino in Vegas. So we won $1,000 cash because we betted on ourselves. We won some trophies. And that's the cash. And we won a free trip to Vegas. Me and my partner. We won a free trip to Vegas. So for anybody that's in the Vegas area, you want to meet the OG, I'll be at the Westgate Hotel shooting pool in Vegas on April 26th through the 30th. I'll be in Vegas shooting pool. At another tournament in Vegas to win money. A Jack and Jill tournament. Let me go back to that. Go back. Bam. Like this was the tournament that we were in. Like I said, it was a Jack and Jill tournament, APA Vegas qualifier. We were shooting to go to Vegas, and we won that tournament. I'm proud of myself, man. I went to Vegas about 20 years ago shooting pool, and I stopped shooting for like 10 years. Shout out my brother Copper Draco. Much love and respect, brother. I didn't miss you. I seen my brother P. Moses definitely down. So I'm going to be on Vegas at the Westgate Hotel, Vegas showroom floor shooting pool in another tournament, a higher tournament to win more money, man. So if you're in the Vegas area, man, from April 26th to the 30th, if you want to meet the OG, I'll be there, man. Like I said, I'm in the streets, man. I'm in the streets. Just know, OG protected everywhere you go. Everywhere I go, no matter where I go. So yeah, man, I told y'all I was good at shooting pool, which I'm real good at shooting pool. I could have went pro 20 years ago, but I chose not to. You know what I mean? I put family first. But the guy that taught me how to shoot pool, my brother Warner, may he rest in peace. And I have shown y'all, right? I have told y'all, like the comedian Robert Hart, 40, the comedian Robert Hart, his brother, no, what's his name? Kevin Hart, the guy Kevin Hart, his brother. I met Kevin Hart in person, knew him before he blew up. His brother, Robert Hart, is a professional pool player. We call him 40. Me and him learned from the same guy, Warner. May he rest in peace in Philadelphia. He was a pool hall legend at Mosconi's. The other one on Passyunk Avenue to come to the name of it. My brother Robert Hart owned it. Kevin Hart, little brother. But yeah, Robert Hart, like I said, he's a professional pool player. Me and him learned under the same teacher, the brother Sensei. You know what I mean? And I show this picture to show I'm not prejudiced. I'm not racist. That's a pool shooting partner. I'm still happily married. She a friend in pool. That's it. I'm not racist. I respect everybody that respect me. I got Chinese friends, I got Japanese friends, I got Mexican friends, I got Spanish friends, I got white friends. I'm not racist, but I'm about my people. I'm about uplifting my people, not hurting my people. So I just wanted to show this. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. You know what I mean? And me and my partner, we're going to be on the Vegas floor. You know, and what's crazy is, right, not bragging, but I shoot pool with my right hand. I'm naturally right-handed. I shoot naturally with my right hand. I shoot with my left hand just as good as I shoot with my right hand. And so do my partner. So basically, I'm looking at going to Vegas and showing my ass because, like I said, I'm real good at pool. I'm professional good. One shot, one kill on most games. No matter what the table look like. And, you know, I don't miss much. I may miss one every 10 shots. One every 7 to 10 shots I may miss. And don't let the table be open. The table open with only one problem ball, night. You can sit back and observe because that's all you're going to be doing. Because like I said, I've been at higher level tournaments where I've shown my ass. I can basically, you know, had a crowd into the pool games with the shots I be making. I be having them saying, ooh, wow, damn, he made that? Yeah, I do that kind of shit so I can basically control a crowd, or the proper word may be, you know, show off to a crowd on the pool table. You know, so I just wanted to let the family know, if you're in Vegas on the dates of the 26th through the 30th, I will be at the Westgate Hotel, shooting pool on the showroom floor. Grand Rising, my sister, Earth to Wiz. Much love and respect. Grand Rising. Always love and respect, sister to you and the family. Copper Draco. Sister Jackie Brown. Bronze. My nigga Texas. Appreciate all y'all sponsoring this program. My brother P. Moses. Copper Draco. Poison Puppet. Dre Cobb. Ray, Ohio. Hope you got an understanding of what the Bibler is now, brother. I'm good at ping pong too, sister. I love ping pong too. Ping pong, you'll break a sweat like a motherfucker. You sweating all the impurities out when you playing ping pong. Yeah, good ping pong game, you gonna sweat. Yeah, but I let people know, I'm a hustler at pool. I hustle people at pool. It's a trade. It's a skill that I have. It's something that I've been good at a long time. So, like, I had a video. They won't let me play it no more. I was betting bull $20 a game. I'm up like 8 games, 10 games. I didn't know his wife was recording it. I'm whooping his ass. I hear her in the background. Damn! I made a shot. I made a crazy shot. She said, his wife said, damn! That nigga know he good. That nigga know he the shit. I'm cracking the fuck up. But I didn't know they would record me. Saint, what's good, man? Much love and respect. Like I said, I let people know I'm a pool hustler. So I do gamble. And I will take your money. And I have no problem if I lose giving you my money. I'm a hustler. I've been a hustler all my life. I ain't the educated nigga. I'm the hustler. Turn $1 into 2. Turn 2 into 5. Turn 5 into 10. Turn 10 into 100. I'm a hustler. I hustle. I worked all my life. In my retirement, I'm a businessman. One of my businesses is hustling pool. So I warn people, I ain't gonna ask you to gamble. Don't ask me to gamble, because if you ask me to gamble, you're gonna bring the motherfucking beast out of me. Because like I said, I could take a shot and put that cue ball on both of them all that money if I wanted to. I can control that cue ball and put that motherfucker anywhere on the table I want to put it on. Any shot. That's how good I am. Controlling the cue ball or the white ball. I might say, I jump the balls legally. When I say I spin that motherfucker. I make it dance. I do all that shit. Been doing it for years. Like I said, y'all see, be in Vegas. I may miss 1 shot every 7 to 10 shots I may miss. Other than that, like I said, I can control and mesmerize people on the table. Make them say, damn, he made that. He cut that over there. He kicked that motherfucking shot. That's what motherfuckers be saying when I shoot. I'm a veteran. I'm a soldier. I was taught 1 shot, 1 kill. And I applied it in every aspect of my life. When I play chess, I play to win. When I play pool, I play to win. I tell people, I'll rack the first game because I ain't doing too much racking after that. I'm going to have you racking. So, like I just said, I wanted to let the family know, if you're in Vegas, I'll be at the Westgate Hotel on the showroom floor, shooting pool, if you want to meet me. Because like I said, I'm in the streets. I say this same shit I'm talking about on the internet about Big Pharma in that hotel if I had to. if someone asks me the question. So I'm the same nigga that talk shit here, talk shit in your face, talk shit, in the area that you in. I think they do stream it. I think they have a Zoom, John. I'm not planning on streaming it because I think they stream it. But just letting people know, if you're in the Vegas area, I'm going to be there on them dates. Come and check the OG out, man. Come shake my hand, give me a hug. Let's take a drink, smoke one, whatever. Keep it respectful. And I show you the ultimate respect. But yeah, just wanted to show, pat myself on the back a little bit. And like I said, I think the tournament we in, the Jack and Jill, I think it's a nice prize, $10,000-$20,000 if we win the Jack and Jill tournament. I think it's a $20,000 prize. So I'll be on the Vegas showroom floor. Because basically, like I said, the picture I showed you, they got down here, they call a side pot, a cow cutter or some shit like that, where basically, you bet on yourself. Me and her betting on ourselves. We put $100 in that we were going to win it, and we won it. And we all 32 teams, we took that bread. And like I said, that was just one of the prizes. We won $1,000. We split $1,000 that night. We beat 32 teams. 32 teams put the money in the pot that they was going to win. We won that. We won a free air flight to Vegas, a free hotel for 3 days. 4 days, for 4 days. At a chance at a higher tournament in Vegas, at a chance to win 10, 20 grand shooting pool. Just wanted to show that. Pat myself on the back. Like I've been saying, I'm not one of them talkers. If I said I'm good at it, believe me, I'm good at it. You know what I mean? Now we're going to get back to business. Like I said, everybody check out the Sister Shamaka products. Get y'all Bibblers. Get y'all copy of Fire 1 and 2. Get your copy of the book called Who You Callin' Black, which I'll be having an interview. Alabama will be doing it tonight at 7:30. So, like I said, I ain't going to be live long. Anybody want to hit the link, can hit the link. But other than that, I want to go back to that video that we were looking at. Where is it at? Finishing off with the big pharma shit. Get back to business. One of the topics we were talking about was big pharma. And shout out my brother Poison Puppet, man. Kill Switch, you already know, my nigga. Much love and respect, man. Yeah, when that bread on the line, bring the killer out of me, man. Cause I love gambling and I don't mind losing, but I don't like losing. Especially my money. My monies. I don't like losing my money. I'll pay the bet. But it bring that beast out of me, man. Cause like I said, I'm a hustler. I don't ask people to gamble. I let them ask me. You know what I mean? Try to have respect for people. You know what I mean? I play people for free. I pay for $20 a game. Play for $50 a set, $100 a set, $500 a set. I'm betting on myself. Just to let y'all know, man. I'm a pool hustler. Been a pool hustler. I don't talk about it like I shown my MVP trophy. Like I said, basically, I shot pool in Philadelphia for 20 plus years. I was in the pool league. When I moved to Georgia, I stopped shooting. Family, and about a year ago, the passion came back out. I started going back to the pool hall. My game started, coming back. And now it's been like a year. I could say I'm back, and I could say I'm a bad boy on a motherfucking pool table. A Duke, much love and respect, always to you and the family. And get y'all back there, man. We delineation. We delineate from these people. Much love and respect, a Duke. Hope you and the family good, man. And like I said, I ain't one of these internet niggas. I'm a nigga on the internet. I give y'all my life experience, not what I read in a motherfucking book. And I love books. I promote books. I just misinformation, miseducation. But yeah, let's get back to this video, man. Talking about, name of it is The Dark Origin of Big Pharma. The John F. Rockefeller. Forgotten history.
Follow his game plan, and here's how he did it.
We started from the beginning, and then if nobody, let me stop it. If nobody comes up, I'm gonna end the stream. And like I said, I'll be back at 7:30 tonight, promoting that book called "Who Are You Calling Black?" And we're gonna be talking to the author of the book, "Who Are You Calling Black?" So I appreciate everybody, man. Get y'all back there, man. Get y'all Bruh Sanchez gear. Get y'all Bibblers. But yeah, let's get back to this video, man. And like I said, if nobody come up, I'm going to shut it down because I am coming back at 7:30 tonight. And that's going to be the topic. We're going to be interviewing, my brother Alabama is going to be interviewing the author of a book called "Who Are You Calling Black?" The genocide of the Aboriginal American. So I appreciate all y'all support. We're going to play this video, and then we're going to shut it down. Let's go.
The 19th century saw the rise of the modern industrialist, an explosion of immigration, inventions that would change the world, and the birth of the billionaire class. This was called the Gilded Age from 1870 to about 1900. It was named by 1920s historians after Mark Twain's 1873 novel, The Gilded Age, A Tale of Today. Many of the business practices of these so-called robber barons were perhaps deemed necessary to conduct a business back then, but in many cases their actions were deplorable, even by the standards of their day. One man rose above his contemporaries to use politics, force, coercion, subterfuge, and manipulation, becoming the world's first billionaire. He was one of the most corrupt men in history in increasing his wealth at the risk of the health and lives of American citizens. And he had a lot of help. That phenomenon still exists to this day. Who was John D. Rockefeller?
Y'all hear that? That
How did he make
phenomenon
his wealth
still
and maintain
exists
it?
to this
What
day.
did he do that would be considered criminal acts today? How was his influence survived
Let me
even
pause
through
that.
today?
Let me pause that real quick.
Hello, I'm Colin Heaton, former history
And
professor, Army Marine Corps veteran, and what?
And basically what they did is Congress basically gave Big Pharma immunity over the vaccines. Congress voted that in. So Congress is allowing what the gentleman is talking about. And it's going on still to this day. And that's why I don't trust Big Pharma. And like I told y'all the other day, you know, that's why I don't take no medication. Because basically, you know, why I do this? Because why I'm so passionate about it. Because I lost my daughter to immunization. And this corporation protected. It protected Big Pharma and not the people. And that's what they talking about here, man. And that's exactly what they talking about. And recently what Trump has done, he basically did the same thing with the pesticide companies, with Bill Gates and this pesticide company. So is he trying to make America great again, make America healthy again? No, not by allowing pesticide companies to spray the fruits and the vegetables with this coating shit, coating, so it allegedly stay fresh longer, but or to stop, you know, things that go after the pesticides, the bugs, that, you know, that so they won't destroy the crops. But yeah, like I said, Trump, you can look it up. Trump basically giving immunity to these companies, billionaire companies that's poisoning the air, water, and food. And like I said, we all know about Dr. Fauci. We don't hear about him, but yeah, they basically Biden gave Dr. Fauci the pardon. I'm like, if he didn't do a crime, why are you pardoning him? See, that's what they do. Congress, these presidents, they pardon these people for different things they done or crimes. They should be going to jail or locked up, but yet they're getting pardoned by these presidents. Fauci was the only person in that government that kept that same office of which RFK is in now. I forget the title, the health shit. Fauci was in charge of that for almost 40 years, 30 plus years. We seen AIDS, cancer, flu, immunization, and also COVID-19. And all of it is coming out now about that COVID-19 shot, man. How a lot of people are unaliving because of it. Basically, cancer is on the rise. Heart attacks is on the rise. Pre-existing conditions is on the rise for those people that took that COVID-19 shot. And we found out they're tracking devices. And we found out that basically, you know, the Big Pharma basically stole their DNA and stole their likeness. They control their likeness. So everybody took that shot, man. It's fucked up. I'm against any immunizations, any of them. I had to learn the hard way. I trusted these people. You know, that's why I go so hard, man. You know, they made me sign a consent form, right? And that consent form works against you. You basically giving them power of attorney over your life. You sign that consent form and die or unalive, you know, your family can't sue because you consented on them doing this. And that's how they use their power so we can't sue them or so they don't get in trouble. Millions of Americans signed that consent form with COVID-19 and didn't even know the ingredients of it. And now it's all coming out. It's in Congress. And that's what we're talking about. Big Pharma poisoning the people, controlling the healthcare system, controlling the medical system, controlling the CDC, which I've been saying for years. Controlling and basically controlling Congress, where you can't sue them or their company or their family. It has to be a class action lawsuit. Because basically, I think Pfizer, one of them got sued, but it wasn't over the vaccines. It was more than likely over some medication because, like I said, it gave them immunity. So they can't be, get in trouble in the law. And that's what, this guy is talking about. So we're going to finish the video, man. I just wanted to put in my experience or my 2 cents about it.
Welcome to this episode of Forgotten History.
Let's go. And shout out my brother, Poison Puppet, man. Appreciate the info, Poison Puppet. Let me copy this. Hey. And like I said, if nobody don't come up, I'm gonna end this after the video.
John Davison Rockefeller Sr. was born on July 8, 1839 in Richford, New York.
Thank you, Poison Puppet.
He became an assistant bookkeeper at age 16 and entered into the business world and made good investments, joining in partnerships beginning at age 20. Many of his business partners were connected to the Freemasons, but there is no evidence that Rockefeller was ever a member.
Please.
With his own money and family support, he engaged in the oil business, drilling in some cases, but primarily oil refining. And then he founded the Standard Oil Company in 1870 and managing the company until 1897. By 1900, Rockefeller controlled about 90% of all the petroleum production in the United States, and his research teams created the first plastics, gasoline for internal combustion engines, which brought himself and Henry Ford quite close together, as well as Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate.
And real quick, y'all, they brought up plastics. What's the number one pollution problem? Plastics. Put it in the chat, please, if I'm right. One of the hardest products, water bottles, anything made out of plastic, is the number one, basically pollution. It's causing the most pollution. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm right, please. Let me see some 1s, please. Plastic. He created this. Thank you, Pete Moses, Poison Puppy. Yeah, the major pollution they talk about in the ocean is trash and plastic. So he's protecting his empire because he created a poison with the plastic or something that's hard to get rid of. Yeah, I see the 1. Thank y'all, man. Number 1 cancer. I got you, Copper Apparel. Good seeing you, man. Welcome to the Mod Squad. Don't take it personal. Every January, I redo my mods. So I wait for people to come back, and then I give them their mods back. Grand elevation, Ken folks. Much love. Saint, thank you. Voodoo Child, yeah. Thank y'all. This is the guy that created the plastic. And this is the guy that controls the health system. He got his first fortune in oil. But let's go.
All as business partners. The invention of the internal combustion engine created the need for gasoline. And Rockefeller controlled
we know a
nigga
invented that.
The U.S. government was his largest client. As a result, Rockefeller used his influence and money to lay the groundwork for a complete takeover of the healthcare industry as well. Using his political contacts, who were essentially on his payroll for their elections, he had natural healing methods banned. Doctors.
Y'all hear that, right? And the reason I brought this up because when I was debating 111 Truth about this religious shit, right? I brought up the herbal remedies. And people bypassed it because they love Big Pharma. But like he just said, it was herbal remedies well before Big Pharma came, man. And that's how we healed ourselves. And basically, he stopped the healing and allowed the poison to be put in the products. Let me rewind that shit back one more time. Let's go.
Engine created the need for gasoline, and Rockefeller controlled the entire industry in a monopoly, and the U.S. government was his largest client. As a result, Rockefeller used his influence and money to lay the groundwork for a complete takeover of the healthcare industry as well. Using his political contacts, who were essentially on his payroll for the elections, he had natural healing methods banned, doctors thrown into prisons, and hospitals and clinics threatened with being shut down if they did not follow his game.
Ain't that a coincidence? It's the same thing they did when COVID-19 hit. They told these doctors to push COVID-19, and if they didn't, they was going to take away their livelihood. So they did it back then. Like I said, it always been a target. Holistic science have always been targeted about this corporation. Yeah, grandma had all the cures. Big facts, man. You know, and a lot of our cure was what we eat. And they poisoned what we eat. Because, like he just said, grandma always knew some good greens. Some good greens will make you bowel movement, make you go to the bathroom. Certain stuff you eat make you go to the bathroom. And basically, this government allowed Rockefeller to control the healthcare industry and target those doctors and those healing people, like my brother Voodoo said when he was on the panel. So basically, they did the same thing back when they talk about in this video, with the same thing they did with COVID-19, same thing they did a lot of things with Big Pharma, controlling these doctors, tell them push this experimental drug and we'll pay you for every patient you prescribe it to, or we'll give you a $1 million bonus. But the whole health care system has been corrupted. That's why I always say, you know, that's why I always say I take pride that I'm 60 years old, that I'm getting old. And you got these niggas who want to hate on old people. You ain't going to get old, but let's get back to it. You're going to die young, so you're hating on the old people. But, you know, elders used to be the leaders of the community. We had too many sellouts, and now we're not the leaders in our community. But I'm a leader in my motherfucking household in my presence. But back to the holistics and the doctors. Like my brother said, they take that hypocritical oath, and they supposed to be helping and curing the people. You know, I've been saying for years, Big Pharma, these doctors can't even cure a common cold. They'll tell you, get some rest, drink some fluids, and keep something warm in your body. They can't cure the common cold, but you think they can cure COVID-19? Think they can cure cancer? They took away the cure when they started banning holistic science, holistic medicine. They took away the cure so they could poison you slowly. And people think I'm crazy, man. You are what you eat. You eat shit, you're going to be full of shit. These fast foods. And most people that took that COVID-19 shot, they don't care about what they eat. Pork, beef, chicken. They've been poisoning them industries, man. It's about the dollar in those industries, just like it's the big pharma. They've been experimenting on us for years with these medications. And Congress allowed it. This government allowed it, like he said. Like he said in that video. The oil and the petroleum. The government was his biggest buyer, his biggest client. So he been had them in the pocket. And they let him take control of the healthcare system. And that's why I say I don't trust the healthcare system. These motherfuckers just want to experiment on you. They ain't trying to cure nothing. They don't have no cures. Like the brother said, they relieve pain. Not cure. But our people still, I trust my doctor. Yeah, your doctor fucking killing you and getting paid. Well, I say I don't trust doctors. I don't trust lawyers. Really, I don't trust nobody that got a higher education. They all want for the dollar, man. Even these historians, they're pushing a lie. They backing a lie. They backing misinformation. But back to, this healthcare system and how basically my brother Poison Pumping put in the chat, Fauci got pardoned. If the man never did anything wrong, why are you pardoning him? And they basically gave Fauci a pardon, this corporation, for, the AIDS, all these pandemics, SARS, COVID, monkeypox. A lot of people fell for that bullshit. Taking them flu shots, taking them vaccines, and basically corporation allowing Rockefeller to poison people, Big Pharma, and wonder why I go so hard against Big Pharma and go hard against this corporation. Because they're allowing the water to be poisoned, products to be poisoned. They've been saying there's rat poison in the different sprays, the different not oils, perfumes. They put rat poison in it. And a lot of hair products, they allowed rat poison in it, man. And approved it. CDC. Shit, wow, let's get back to the video, man.
Plan, and here's how he did it. In 1901, he established the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research, now known as Rockefeller University, dedicated to advancing biomedical research, and was instrumental in pioneering various medical treatments, including vaccines, antibiotics, and synthetic drugs, which would become the cornerstones of the burgeoning pharmaceutical industry.
Synthetic drugs.
Rockefeller spent $100 million of his own money, equal to $2.6 billion today, to hire, train, and then deploy his doctors, clinical researchers, and chemists who would perform and follow his guidelines, banning traditional treatments in favor of the new platform. In 1902, he spent another $1 million to fund the creation of the General Education Board, which was passed by Congress based upon selective and misleading data.
Damn, let me pass.
Effectively, he lied.
Like I said.
Which then proceeded to prevent medical colleges and universities from receiving.
They did with the education system. We got a bunch of smart dummies out this motherfucker that think because they got a degree or they got a diploma that they're smart. Basically, Rockefeller controlled that shit, just like he controlled the healthcare industry and the oil industry. He controlled that shit. The universities receiving federal grants if they don't abandon the teachings of nature. Y'all see that shit across the screen, man? So they got rid of natural holistic science, man. And brought in his shit. Yeah, that's what I got at my brother Enemy's Public. I dropped out of school and got me a GED and got me a motherfucking job. Wale, what's good, man? Grand Rising. But yeah, let's get back to the video. How you control the education system also.
Federal grants if they did not abandon the teaching of natural healing.
I've been on sildenafil for years. It handles the blood.
There's one of them commercials I'm talking about. We're going to do in the near future. The side effects. Let's get back.
Rockefeller was a devotee of social Darwinism. He was an open racist. He agreed with the views of Margaret Sanger. See our video on her.
And he was for Darwinism. A lot of y'all believe in Darwin. A lot of people still believe that they evolved from a chimpanzee, from a single cell organism to a chimpanzee, or whatever you want to call it. A lot of our people. But it's letting you know he was an open racist. He didn't like niggas. Let's get back.
In 1909, Rockefeller selected Andrew Carnegie, the Irish-born steel magnate and founder of U.S. Steel, to perform a national tour of hospitals and clinics to evaluate the current methods of treating illness and disease. So Carnegie chose a former school teacher, Abraham Flexner, who was neither a physician nor scientist, definitely not a doctor, but actually a wealthy owner and operator of a for-profit college in Kentucky. The result was the Flexner Report of 1910, which called for a centralized system of controlling healthcare in a true socialist fashion, but also created the age of big pharmaceutical companies. You see, up until that time, most doctors practiced holistic medicine, using natural herbs and compounds to treat illness, which had been the case for many centuries around the world, and many were highly effective. But they were not as profitable for a pharmaceutical company hoping to break into the very new and potentially profitable drug industry. But why would Rockefeller go to these great lengths? Well, hold on, because the story gets insane and still rings true today. Rockefeller wanted to corner the global pharmaceutical market, but to do so, he needed allies in the business all over the world, and here's how he did that. He started the war on plant-based medication and extended all the way into the big pharma companies condemning cannabis and cocaine, for example. Since natural growing plants cannot be patented, the big pharma lobby even today spends billions in Congress to keep natural remedies off the market so they can make profits on chemically created treatments, many of which don't even work. Part of the misleading data was the claim that Rockefeller
they push through Congress to protect big pharma from those vaccines. That's a fact. You can fact check me, whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's how they was able to poison my daughter and kill her, because I allowed that poison in. And too many niggas trust this healthcare system. Yeah, I said it, and don't give a fuck. How you feel? Too many niggas trust this shit. I've been stopped trusting. What's good, Wale? Grand Rising, man. Oh, dude, much love and respect. Grand Rising, beautiful people.
One love, one love. I see you on the stream, y'all gave me a chance to just come up. That's it. I had some thoughts over the past weeks and stuff I couldn't talk with you about because of the Zoom thing. I don't do Zoom, you know. But the StreamYard, I could reach that. And I know you prefer Zoom, you were saying because of the money or something. I forget how it goes. But I'm glad to see you on StreamYard. And the thing is, I mean, as far as
StreamYard, real quick, bro, but StreamYard went up on their price. It used to be $25, where I would get Zoom and StreamYard for less than $50. But it went up to $65, and they got poor quality. Everybody be getting kicked off. I mean, poor quality. So that's why I went to Zoom. It's cheaper, and it's a better quality of broadcasting or whatever it is, streaming. Now go ahead, you got it. I'm gonna mute up.
Yeah, my idea about this whole concept that you're talking about, the school system, all the shit the crackers doing here and there, and then the rest of that noise. That's because we all up in their business. We're not up in our business. We up in their business. We spend most of our time talking about them, going over the past about them. We spend all our life up in their business. We rarely talk about our own people. What was our dude doing in that same year? What was our people doing that same year? We don't do. We talk not to say you. I'm just saying on a general basis, man. Even when we talk about his so-called history, and then they try to make like history is real. That's a story. It's a narrative. And then wait, it's crazy. And that's what I'm saying right now. We all up into their world and what they do and how they do and what they do. We don't even do nothing. We don't make this. We don't make that. We got what we famous for that the world needs. I didn't say what they want. I say what they need. You know, everything in your house is made by the China. They into something. They making shit. I mean, I didn't mean shit. I mean, they making stuff. And all them other places, they making stuff. We sit around and cry about this and that. It don't make nothing. And we all up in their shit every day. I mean, everywhere I went, over the internet, over the people I talk to, everywhere I go to, everybody's talking about the cracker and what he's doing and what he has done and what he did to us. And we ain't do nothing. We just sat around and let him, a dude just, what the hell? That's the story we got, and that's the story we're repeating, talking about. If you don't remember your history, you're doomed to repeat it. It sounds more like if you know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Anybody, you just start telling your history.
I agree, but you know, I look at like TV. Niggas love the TV. They love saying it's a message in the TV, but that's their shit. So that's just what you're talking about is one aspect. But everybody loves the TV, and that's their shit. But we forget about the TV.
The TV really is not their shit. There's
the TV. I'm bringing that up to add to what you're saying, brother. The TV and the radio, you know, was built for propaganda. It wasn't built to help. It wasn't built to, you know, uplift the mind and uplift, your mind and your body. It was built to push propaganda. And I love, our people love saying it's a message in every goddamn TV. It's a message in the Bible. It's a message in, it's propaganda. It ain't no fucking message. But that's what Wale is saying. But I'm just adding TV on to the shit Wale saying. We need to leave it alone. They shit. The TV and the radio, they shit. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, on the for real tip, I can't go with that TV thing. Like as you put it, I go with TV like this. It's a tool, just like a knife. It's a tool. What you use it for is what you use it for. But it's a tool. It can sit on the table. Nobody mess with it. It ain't gonna mess with nobody. But it's a tool. You can use it to do this, that, or the other. Just like the telephone, the internet, the doggone TV, and the radio. We use the radio. When we had radio stations like crazy, man, all over the place, broadcasting our people, telling our people what we are doing and where we are doing it at and how we gonna get together and get shit done. That's what we were doing with the radio when we had the radio, and we were willing to work with whatever comes up as a tool.
I got these you. All tools. We ain't had that motherfucker in a long time. The Jews control the TV and the fucking radio. We haven't had it in a long time. And some of us...
I don't know what you mean by a long time.
I'm just saying who control it now. They control the TV. They control the radio.
Even now, we got people on the internet. I go to the internet. They ain't talking about shit. Just arguing, fussing, fighting, and fussing. My show, this my show. You do a show. Who got this? Who gonna debate? Nothing get done. It ain't the time, it ain't the thing, it ain't the instrument. It's the consciousness of the people. They're not trying to get nothing done. Even back in the day when we had radios, we were also making shit. We were making cars, we were making this, we were making that. And now we ain't making nothing. And the consciousness of our people today is we ain't making nothing. We go, oh, I'm gonna get me one of them. I'm gonna get me one of them, something somebody else made. And that's all over. We're not getting nothing. We're not creating nothing. Our people are not valuing themselves. So when some people come up and say he don't like niggas, shit, get on board. I just heard a nigga say he didn't like niggas. He was telling a cracker, you can't trust niggas. Niggas will rip you off. A nigga was telling them that. And I looked at it, I said, damn. I mean, I wasn't involved in their play because I was just passing by. But I heard the speech and I looked to see what was going on, you know, who he talking to and stuff like that. And I saw what he was doing. I was keep moving though, you know, because I was going somewhere, doing something. But God, this is what we are pushing. I'd even go to one of these radio stations like yours on internet where we got international people. We could be doing all kind of crazy connections and making it happen. But we not sitting around arguing and fighting over bullshit.
That's all like a bunch of bitches.
Hey, the cracker ain't doing nothing to me. God damn it. A man doing something to me is gonna get in a fight with me. Now, if a cracker is your oppressor, then you need to get the fuck up. Malcolm said the only way to get him off your back is to stand up. And we ain't standing up. We just falling and bending over and say, well, we got to do it. The cracker.
Say it again.
He made another law and we got to follow that. When do we have to follow bullshit? Never. We are.
Hey, they're afraid, brother. Thank you for saying that, bro. I say it all the time. They talk all this big shit, what they're educating and researching. But at the end of the fucking day, if you still trying to eat from his table, you still trying to find scraps from him, you still trying to have him to figure out how you gonna fucking make it, get a part of his system, you're a dumbass. And I mean that for everybody. I don't give a fuck if you sensitive about it. I don't give a fuck if you hurt. The only way to get out of this shit is to go get your own. But guess what? There's so many of these ragged ass fucking niggas steady trying to eat out this boy hand, and this boy ain't doing it but rubbing his dick and feeding you afterwards. And they be fussing over it. Oh, well, who the scholars say? What the bitch, if it's peer reviewed, that mean they agreed that you can know this, dummy. So most of the shit you call yourself, you educating yourself on, motherfucker, is what they decided you can know. And then you niggas sitting around arguing about it like a bunch of fucking old grandma bitches. I'm sorry, bro. Let me cut out. I was happy you came on. I wanted to bag that shit up because that's exactly our problem.
I got you real quick, right? You know, I mentioned Hiker being locked up in Texas. I forget the exact town. He called me and I mentioned about his wife, you know, his family. He locked up. If you can't, Poison Puppy, copy that and keep putting it in the chat. His wife, Cash App. I'm a Cash App him something today. You know, he just sent it to me. Or his wife just sent it to me. You know, if y'all can help Hiker out, he locked up right now. He's a soldier for the people, man. Hit his Cash App up, man. Help him and his family out. He in jail right now. So the Cash App is on the screen, man. Anything, $1, anything will help, man. Right. You know, last time I'm about networking and promoting. I don't ask nobody for no donations. Y'all gave me some no donations. Thank you. You know, I'd rather y'all support the products that, you know, I promote. But yeah, they will Hiker wife Cash App, T Malone, 1996, probably put a $sign in front of it. $sign T Malone. And if you can't help them out, because like I said, when I finish this stream, I'm going to make sure I send something to him and his family. Because the brother be calling me and he get his wife to call me and I talk to him while he in prison. He relay more information. He let people know about the channels and different stuff that we on the internet, man. You know, we talking and we doing things. But yeah, shout out to Hiker, man. If y'all can't help Hiker family out, $1, whatever, man. You know what I mean? I'm about networking and promoting, man. If one of my people need help, I don't mind helping. So, like I said, I ain't ask y'all to do nothing that I won't do. I just wanted to say that real quick. They go to the Cash App. My brother Pete, Poison Puppet, copy that and put it in the chat. And for the future, also, like I said, I'm not going to just, as long as he's locked up, man, I'm going to ask people to help out for his family. I'm not just going to send him something once. I send him something as often as I can until that brother come out, man. You know, this is what I'm about, supporting my own people, supporting people. Mainly my own people, niggas, aboriginals. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I just wanted to put that out real quick. Look at the brother Cash App, $T Malone 1996. If y'all can hit the Cash App and help the brother and the family out while he locked up. But go ahead, Wale, you got it, man. Thank you, my brother. Let me put it up. Yeah,
that was your dude. V was talking last, and not me. What is this V? It's the first time I don't know if I know this fellow.
You probably did. You probably. He was in the community, outspoken, brother. You know, against religion. Against he was. Sound like me a lot. You know, against a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Trying to get the information out to the people, man.
That's what I'm saying. We against a lot of shit. That's a waste of time. I'm just saying. I'm just being a blunt, honest, right? We're against all the shit.
I'm for non-participation. If you want to participate, that's on you. I'm for non-participation. I can talk all day long and non-participate all day long. If you want to participate in some shit, then that's your choice. But over here, I'm pushing non-participation in anything the corporation putting out.
I'm agreeing with that. I'm just saying again, I'm just saying when I'm working for something, that's what I was saying. We working for ourselves. We're not working against nothing. We just working for ourselves. I put 100% in working for ourselves. That's what I'm saying. But 100, and when you're 100% in the working for yourself, you ain't working. Go ahead.
People who working for themselves, who's creating something you talk about, grow something, build something, make something. So I'm pushing the same message, brother, just in a different kind of way.
Most of the time I see people go into business, they're into resale. They go into a resale business. They buy cheap, sell high. That's what, most concept of business is to people. When you go into business and you make something and sell that's business. But otherwise you're retailing somebody else's business. They manufacture it and you sell it for them is what's going on. You're unpaid salesman and you pick up your pay from the customer. But that's what you're unpaid salesman for that manufacturer. And that's what I'm saying. We look into the world as a real people, then we have to see that business, what really business is like you say, grow something, make something. That's business. And then everything comes from that. If you just go take your job money or you save up and go buy a bunch of Christmas cards from whoever and then sell them to your people, that ain't business. You're unpaid salesman for the factory that makes them, because somebody's making it. That's where the business is.
And Wale, I wasn't disagreeing, brother. I totally agree with everything you've been saying. I would just said it in my own way, just to let you know, bro. And real quick, old dude asked me what happened to Hiker. Basically, he got locked up. I forget in the town. He told me the name of it, but I'm bad with names. He got locked up in that Texas, and I think they holding his bond, or they made him
Fort Worth, Tarrant County.
Say it again.
You said last time it was Fort Worth, Tarrant County.
Yeah, that's where he got locked up at.
And sir, Mr. Bilal, that's what his name is.
Holding his bell, or they made his bell super high. So I'm asking people just look out for Hike. If you can send $1, man, there goes his wife, Cash App.
Hey, what's that other cat name that you was talking to the older brother?
On the panel?
Yes, sir.
Wale.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Wale? My name, the V is for Voodoo Child. But I totally agree with you. Since I've been on this internet, I've been telling these guys the same thing you're saying, that this is a unbelievable opportunity for us to come together to meet people that vibrating on your level. But you wouldn't believe how hard it is to get these niggas. They'll talk all that shit, but then when you talk about coming together, well, I don't know, but meeting people, man, I'm out, these niggas. I'm like, what the fuck you running your mouth for then? If you ain't gonna do nothing, I agree with you all the way. Let's fucking do so. We got an opportunity to connect right now and avoid all the bitch niggas and get with the real people, and let's do so. I say let's create a think tank. Ain't none of these niggas getting back with me. I'm like, hey, bro, let's get us a think tank. Start and just pick out some of these problems. Let's put our mind to them. Let's figure out some solutions. And I'm sure it's going to be some business opportunities. It's going to be some other opportunities to enlighten brothers and move very smooth and efficiently. These motherfuckers don't want to do nothing. They want to run their fucking mouth to the end. They don't want to fucking do nothing, though. And I agree with you on that shit. Fuck what you running your mouth. When we going to do something? I've been saying let's get together and move.
I give you a perfect example. When I was in Philly, I was telling the brothers I knew that was hustling and making money, come on, man, let's buy let's buy a block. Let's buy several houses. Gut them and fix them up. Niggas don't want to do that. They want to, buy Nike.
I agree with Joe G. Back when I was in them streets, I tried to do the same thing.
Bullshit. And that's why I'm able to sit back, retire, because I invested in real estate.
Yeah. Well, I opened a business, and before I went to the business, I tried to get some brothers to take our street money and make us a bank. I said, look, make us way before Obama. I was going to call it Forest Buyers. I mean, not Forest Buyers, My Brother's Keeper. And I was like, bro, only take $100,000. We can open us a credit union and let's start loaning money out to people who we know gonna pay. All they talk about is how we ain't gonna do it, how it ain't gonna happen. They know every way the white man gonna stop you. I'm saying, well, bitch, if you know every way you're gonna stop you, then we should be able to circumvent that shit and put it in play. Man, niggas hard as for them. Hey, bro, a lot of these niggas, I would dare to say a good strong 75, 80% of them ain't nothing but bitches. They had too much time with their mama. They like to sit around and talk and run their motherfucking mouth. But they able to put their hands to nothing and do nothing. And it's really getting irritating to me because I'm starting to just lose energy with this shit. Because by now, as many of us can speak so eloquently, describe things, understand things, overcome these things that have been holding us down. We took the next step from our parents, but they don't want to do nothing else, though. They don't want to do nothing else. And that shit despicable. We should have been put us together, a conference or something to get together to make some shit happen. Nah, they too busy trying to kiss that motherfucker ass. They love him. They don't want to leave him. What we gonna do? They fucking cowards. They'll kill each other right now. They'll fight each other to death. But come together to get yourself out of a situation when you see the whole world is influenced by you should be pretty fucking easy.
Is this thing on?
Well, can I part itself in wellness? Listen, this is absolutely beautiful because the only thing that I can add on to here, I'm not here, and I will never put no person down.
Much love, respect.
Because I know that every person has their own journey that they have to walk, right? So if I'm a representation of myself or what I'm welcoming, if I want the wellness of the people, I don't look to nobody's whatever you're falling in, whatever you at. Listen, I too have been in that place, but I've never been a blamer. See, the blame game is the issue. Everything looks outside of something else. Everything wants to be better than something else, not knowing that, listen, the basics are the basics. You need food, clothing, and shelter. Top 3. So no matter what you're presenting, you need those things. So it doesn't matter, no monetary, that doesn't play a part. So you gotta pick the brain apart. So to pick the brain apart, it don't matter if you say your 0 is more than my 0. The substance is food, clothing, shelter. So that means you're providing food, clothing, shelter for yourself. I too am that. So therefore, there's no big I, little you, never in those positions. So
and grateful. I got you. Shout out to Richard Neal Bay, man, who used to talk about food, clothes, and shelter. Much love to him and his family. May he rest in peace. Go ahead, Grateful. I'm glad you came up. Welcome, sir.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm a whole basic woman. I've always been. And I've always never been. I'm not likely liked, and I understand how I'm not because I like to say it to the core. I'm a core person, even though I am all those things that y'all attribute to yourself, we all are. All things can be. All things can be. So don't get that thing messed up. So when I speak to people, I'm like, no, don't never position yourself that you think you above something. The shit is basic. This shit's basic. Go ahead.
I'm kind of lost. I don't know where you're coming from with this, but I do point fingers. If there's a fucking hole in the roof in the corner, I'm gonna point to that hole and I'm gonna fix the bitch. I ain't worrying about your feelings. We ain't gonna get shit accomplished there. That's too much fucking woman talk. It's been going on forever. We're afraid to point shit out. We're afraid to call shit out. We're afraid to move like people with direction. We acting like black people, motherfucker, without direction, without reason, without motherfucking issues, void of color, void of fucking purpose. That's exactly what the fuck we are. We're afraid to call shit out. And if you're afraid to say that motor, that timing chain is out of time, you ain't gonna never fix that timing chain. If you're afraid to say the grass needs to be cut, then motherfucker, you're gonna look the other way. You're gonna be happy, all mushy and feeling. I don't want to point it out, and we ain't gonna get a motherfucking thing done. We've been doing that shit forever. I respect everybody. No, I don't respect everybody. Let me finish. I don't respect everybody. Let me finish. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me and what was said. Look here. It's a people movement. This ain't an I thing. I don't give a damn what I do. It's a people thing. If we're not moving people, we like the other brother said, we worry about ourselves. If we worry about ourselves, that's exactly what the fuck they want to do. But as a collective, they're draining from us as a people. They're not looking at I. They don't give a damn what I. If they're getting the most they can get out of it, and they squeezing the whole fucking sponge, not a piece of it. And if we don't start reacting to how we're being attacked in the same fashion,
so who you talking about?
I'm talking about us as a people. I'm not talking about you. I don't even know you. Please don't get sensitive, man. I'm not talking about you.
Sweetheart, I'm not talking about me. You said the people.
Let me finish.
I asked you a question about the people.
If you're not a part of the people, then don't worry about it.
No, it's not a word about it, but explain it. Explain it, though.
Okay, if you don't understand if you understand the phrase power to the people, who they talking to when they say that? You understand that phrase?
Well, what are you talking to when you
understand? I'm trying to get you straight. Do you understand the phrase power to people?
What are you talking about when you say you are the person
she want to argue. Listen, ma'am. Listen, ma'am. You understand? Can you answer this question so I can get you to the answer? Or you just want drunk argue this morning? What does it mean when I say power of the power? When you say power to see, she gonna find. She's trying to find sensitivity.
Even go there. What did you just say? What did you just say before that?
All right.
No, I'm asking a question.
I'm not gonna play with this.
Before you made that statement,
I asked you a bunch of questions.
I think her question.
I'm good, OG.
I think her question is valid. She asked you a question that is valid in order to move forward.
Okay, and I'm trying to show what I'm thinking. I'm trying to show where I'm coming from.
No, don't try to do nothing. Just answer her question.
I can't do it if I did. Okay, the way I want to answer your question, ma'am. The way I want to answer your question, ma'am. When we say power to the people, what does that mean to you?
No, you can't ask me that when you have not explained yourself, because that was your statement.
I'm trying to explain myself, but I want to make sure you understand.
You're just making an argument, voodoo child. That's an argument you're creating. She said who
the people was.
Listen to what I know what she said. Everybody on here know what she said. We all over 5 years old.
Okay.
When she asks you a question, after a question does not come another question, which is what you are doing.
Okay.
That's
the
wrong,
people
man.
are the people are the people are the.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about she asked you a question. You're gonna answer it. Please do.
Okay. The people are the people who vibing together to me. The people who trying to accomplish a mission with the same mindset. The people who are addressing things, the inequalities, the things that are affecting us, a certain group of people that we can identify with.
Real quick, brothers, real quick. I want to get back on topic, right? We're talking about the healthcare system, who controlled it, who paid Big Pharma off, because like niggas love their doctor and they love their medications. And what I'm doing here, and shout out to my nigga Poison Puppet, I'm exposing the healthcare system. And that's what they were talking about, how Rockefeller controlled the education system along with the healthcare system, where they got rid of holistic science. And we on this shit we on now, which a lot of niggas agree with, a lot of black people agree with, a lot of aboriginals agree with. Like I said, I know people who trust this healthcare system. It's like motherfuckers show, I had a heart attack. Here's where they cut me. And I'm like, shit, I'm showing my chest. My heart's fine. I ain't letting them cut me. You know what I mean? It's like motherfucker taking a badge of honor for taking a COVID shot. You got tricked, you dumb motherfucker.
Cousin,
You know,
from what I
like
see,
I said,
it goes back to the
I
same
got
thing.
you, Wale. Give me a minute.
I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
I want to talk about what we're talking about right here. The healthcare system. Showing how the CDC don't give a shit about your health. The whatever program they got and they controlling, it's to protect big pharma, protect the billionaires. It ain't to help the people. And then, like I said, what I'm showing now is how we had a natural system of herbal remedies that was curing people, and how Rockefeller banned that shit. These doctors that y'all niggas trust so motherfucking much. I ain't talking about nobody on the panel or in the chat. I'm just speaking in general. Because like I said, I got respect for my chat. I've been building with my chat for years, so I'm not going to disrespect you ever. I cut this motherfucker off. But who I'm talking about is our family members and our friends that still trust Big Pharma, that go in and get that surgery because, you know, they use fear as a weapon. I've experienced it. Like I said, I talked about the consent form that you sign when you go to them doctors, that consent form that you sign when you go take that shot, that COVID shot or any other fucking shot. When you go see them, you sign a consent form. Meaning if you're alive, you consented it. And our people trust this fucking healthcare system. That's why I'm going hard against. That's why I want to talk about what we're talking about on this video, man. Our people trust this doctor who took this hypocritical oath. I showed a video where this doctor was trying to push ADH medicine on that white girl, you know, that young lady's kids. And she wanted a second opinion. And this motherfucker said, I am the second opinion. Because if I ever get ill, I'm going to want a second opinion. I got a 40-year friend right now that recently got hit with stage 4 cancer, man. I just lost an uncle, my white people, to the same thing, man. And these from people that took that COVID-19 shot, man. Who? That these people control, man. So that's all I wanted to say. You know, I want to get back to Big Pharma and showing how John F. Rockefeller controlled that and the shit we think we know. But you got it, Wale, and y'all can tap in, Wale and
okay.
My sister, Grateful.
What I'm looking at is this. The crack, I haven't been, since people are saying personal shit, I haven't been to what you call a doctor in, I can't even remember when, but I think since I was 11, no, I went when I had to go when I was in the military, because they have them examinations. That's all I did. I haven't been to a doctor in so many years. It's crazy, man. People be like, you don't go to the doctor. Don't go to the doctor for, oh, you're an old man. You should go to the doctor.
You.
I'm like,
you know, I do. I get a checkup every year. I let them, you know, take some blood, you know, but I don't take none of their medication. I just make sure things healthy. So I'm you know, I'm a disabled veteran, you know, so I have to see their doctors, but that's just me. And like I said, I'm in a holistic science, and I ain't talking about, you know, you Grateful or nobody else in the chat. I got family When I say people that I know took that shit, and friends that I know took that shit, and friends that trust. I got family and friends that trust these doctors and Big Pharma. And when you try to tell them that it's poisoning you, go in one area and out the other one. And I just wanted to, I want y'all to get y'all information out. I just wanted to, get back to, playing this video and because like I said, a lot of our people trust the medical system, man.
Well, Philly, definitely, we do want to get back into your video. I'm not here to be an interrupter.
I already know, Grateful, you good.
All of these things are double-edged swords. You're actually do if you don't, and you don't if you do. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
ma'am. You damned if you do, and you damned if you don't. I totally agree, Grateful. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So your cleanliness, which is also true when they say godliness, it's only for you to maintain your family, because no matter a man or woman, you hold a family. They say it's presented in a lot of different tones. I call it family. I have a scent. Everybody has a scent. The body holds a scent. It does. You can be alive or whatever. It holds a scent. So I would just pose to every last one of y'all, be the version of the scent that you want to be smelled. If you don't want to be smoked in, don't get smoked in, And Philly.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm be quiet. Now we will listen to your film.
Appreciate it. Thank you. And Wale, like I said, if y'all hear anything, y'all want me to stop it, let's stop it. I'll stop it. And we got about
Philly, like I said,
8 minutes left. Go ahead, Wale.
Like I said, the idea that we and I heard you say something about the crack was. I mean, a doctor was telling some woman he is the second opinion and shit. That's actually all their stuff is. It's not made for us. They're not trying to fuck us over with their healthcare system bullshit. That's for them. They're working their people. We just happen not to have shit, or we trust them, and we
I definitely agree, because
like
I've shown the video, and I'm gonna give it right back to you, Wale. We didn't trust these doctors in the 60s and the 70s. This 2000 shit where motherfuckers trust the medical system all of a sudden. But go ahead, Wale.
Yeah, I don't think it's all of a sudden. I think it's been trained in. It's into the money. People try not to do something, and so they go by the money. You can get on this and you can get on that, and they can give you money for free, or you ain't got to work. You can get a check if you go down here and you just and do this and do that. And people go down there and do this and do that, and pretty much that's what they're gonna get. They're the cracker will pay you because that's the way they're doing their people.
Yeah, they're paying
the rest. But we should go
like I said earlier, Wale, I wasn't disagreeing with you. I agree with what you've been saying, 100%.
We got to get into our own, but if we any minute that whatever minute, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, any second that you spend, that any of us spend looking at the cracker, we can guarantee for that 1 second, that 10 minutes, that hour, whatever it is, we are not looking at ourselves. And that's my point. We need to look at ourselves and spend our energy.
Look at ourselves. And I'm all for accountability. So, like I said, I'm not disagreeing.
And you better count yourself in. Hold up. So, to add into Philly, we don't fuck with Pharma, because you cannot tell us, the real scientists, what I should give my body. Listen, listen, right now, my Achilles is fucked up. I don't know how I even messed up my Achilles. If I'm over here like really like, oh, this thing hurt. But I didn't eat myself the pain. However, They said, don't use your body. They said, don't do this. Come get something. Come and make yourself well through our drug program. Because we know from back in the day, where is it they said that we were supposed to even give a herb? And you know, the herbs is just a natural plant. No, but they're profiting today off that same thing. So listen, we don't want to go too deep. And I know I'm a non-liker. You know, I like the fact that y'all don't like me, and I don't like y'all either. Huh? So
I agree, Grateful. I'm with you. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't have a problem with you. I try to respect everybody because I work
Philly,
back.
Philly.
So you know
So
you
no.
always walk up
I
over
no
there.
Philly. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yes, man.
Farmer. How can you be farmer is a formation to tell me how that we know the plant to get some type of or what do they call it? It's a gel formation and it's nostalgic. And you can place it on whatever embodiment is used. Yeah, we're the real farmer that understands that, oh my gosh, you did something wrong. You tapped in here this way and it was improper. And Philly, I have to be quiet.
Got you.
Hey,
Got you.
Wale.
You good.
Wale. No, Wale.
Top shadow. What's good, top shadow?
How come you gonna be
Much love, brother.
Wale, you know you have certain tougher things you hold. Stop being difficult.
Jack, I thought you listen. I wanted to tell you, clove and camphor, CAMPHOR, clove and camphor. Stop that kind of pain. Look into it, Google it, whatever, however you want to access it from where you are. Now that you have the information, you can run. And like I said, Google it. Clove and camphor, CAMPHOR. They both stop local pain, like you were saying in your Achilles. And I'm attempting to just point you in the right direction, but you have to travel that road.
Got you. Yes, sir. I do the same thing, Wale. Appreciate that, brother. Hey, and shout out to my brother, Top Shot in the building, Wolf. That's you. They got you twice. That's you, Grateful? Grateful.
I was going to tell you, the last time I went to the doctor in the military, they told me I had 3 months to live.
Got you. Yeah. And like I said, you know, I'm just going by my experience. That's all. Like, and basically, like I said, I just was showing how Rockefeller controlled the healthcare system. You know,
the healthcare system of the United States of America. That's what I'm saying.
And Congress approved it.
They supposed to. They're in cahoots.
Exactly. They're working together. But let me.
But they're not working. They're bringing in what they call suckers. Everybody they bring in, they were bringing in 3,000 a day at one time. I knew for sure. I don't know how many they doing.
I totally agree, Wale. But a lot of them suckers are our family members. They're our friends.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying they bring in people from Europe every day, 3,000 every day. New people from Europe. That's how so many crackers here. They've been bringing them in. Them crackers.
Yeah, I agree. I understand totally. Okay, they bring in these migrants and immigrants from Europe.
Migrants and immigrants. They've been doing that since 76. They've been bringing in crackers from Europe. I totally agree. Yeah. And when they bringing them crackers from Europe, that's the people that they prey on. Them people they bringing from Europe. The rest of the niggas got it's like a Chinese or something, man. We have to stand away from the cracker and start being up in his world. We have to be grown enough to create realize, not create because it already exists, our own world and live in it. But we appears, like you said, people be trusting him and doing this with him, and you know where he's at. To trust him is stupid. It's not even childlike anymore. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It used to be called childlike.
Unfortunately, while a lot of our kids still believe in fairy tales. And
our kids are being taught by the adults who are kid-minded. They have minds of truth.
I totally agree. I ain't disagreeing with you. I totally agree, brother.
The kids are trying to get out of the shit, and then some adult helps them get back into the shit. Oh, you got to get that. Tell them some shit to stay into it. And that's what I'm saying. Fuck them people, man. An hour looking into, like cancer, I just found out, is now called an easily preventable disease. Do you know what that means? That means it's almost you're trying to get cancer to get it, because it's diabetes is also, and you can Google this shit. I'm saying both they easily preventable diseases. Our people are dying from shit because we're trying to live like a cracker. We're trying to be a cat.
Hey, Wale, let me say this real quick, brother. I totally agree with everything you just said, because basically what I got into was stopping it before it happened, and it worked for me. Eating certain herbs and taking certain stuff prevented me from getting cancer.
Tell the people that anything they got in the pharmacy, anything they got in a pharmacy.
What I mean? I started doing cutting stuff out, like changing my eating habits. Make sure I drink a lot of fluids, water, good cleaning out my body. Not taking their medications, because their medications always have a heart attack. Say like
all
that. Real quick,
every medication they got. It's
let's go with the high blood pressure. The high blood pressure medicine.
Easily preventable disease.
I totally agree, but let me say this real quick. Like my sister, she took high blood pressure medication. She told me basically, and this is my sister, love her to death, man. Hey. She basically got to take it for life, because if she get off of it, it's gonna kill her. But it's gonna kill her being on it. That's how fucked up the system is. And a lot of our people are addicted to these medications and still trust these doctors. That's all I'm saying, Wale.
A medication ain't gonna take
exactly what you're saying.
Somebody has to take that medication. In order to take that medication, you have to trust who gave you that medication. And that's back to the same thing. People trust these crackers. Any medication that they ever made, any medication that they ever have, comes from a plant or a tree or the ground. It don't come from nowhere else. They're not making no new shit up. They just
talk about how they basically, synthesize the medication in this video.
They're patenting. They'll take out whatever they want from a tree,
started pushing synthetic,
isolate it, mix it back up, and then put a patent on it, because they can charge you when you got a patent on it. They can't charge you for no clothes. They have to have some kind of patent. And even now they call it by its botanical name, and you still buy it because you don't know its botanical name when you see it at the store. It has a name.
I got you real quick, and welcome to the panel. Wolf, real quick, brother. I want to play some more of this video, man. I want to try to finish this video. I got you.
Doctors had eradicated hookworm in the U.S., which was touted as a major achievement using their own medical compounds. It was a lie, but it worked to get Congress on board. Rockefeller then spent $180 million more staffing these schools with like-minded sycophants who were reliant upon him for their livelihoods, replacing the previous faculties who were then blacklisted. Rockefeller created a nonprofit that donated big money to medical schools that followed Flexner's advice.
Banned it and pushed doctors to basically, start doing things his way. Let me I want to get back to that video.
This is also was in control of growing chemical business once the competition was removed.
Control of the education.
We saw this major conflagration during the COVID-19 pandemic when Big Pharma coerced Congress and President Joseph Biden to condemn much cheaper, safe, readily available, and proven remedies such as hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin in favor of an experimental and now proven failed vaccine that was cheap to produce but
Let me rewind that shit back.
The Biden administration then fired and had social media outlets censor
medical system. And they been failed us. And some of y'all still trust y'all fucking doctors. Where the government gave them told them either you do this or we're going to take away your livelihood. That diploma you got, you ain't going to make no money from it. We're going to control it. So let me run that back.
To condemn much cheaper, safe, readily available, and proven remedies such as hydroxychloroquine.
I ain't pushing them either, but let me go back.
Pounds. It was a lie, but it worked to get Congress on board. Rockefeller then spent $180 million more staffing these schools with like-minded sycophants who were reliant upon him for their livelihoods, replacing the previous faculties who were then blacklisted. Rockefeller created a nonprofit that donated big money to medical schools that followed Flexner's advice. This in turn benefited his own growing chemical business once the competition was removed.
Or niggas that think they're educated.
We saw this major conflagration during the COVID-19 pandemic when Big Pharma coerced Congress and President Joseph Biden to condemn much cheaper, safe, readily available, and proven remedies.
And like I always ask a motherfucker, you wearing a mask in 2026, do you sleep with that mask on? Why don't you sleep with that mask on? You got it on any other time when you're around motherfuckers. That shit ain't in the air when you sleep. This shit is crazy, man. They got our people mind fucked. Let me go to the video.
Chloroquine and ivermectin in favor of an experimental and now proven failed vaccine that was cheap to produce but patented for profit.
Failed.
The Biden administration then fired and had social media outlets censor medical experts who challenged the Dr. Fauci platform and see our video on him.
That they gave immunity to, like I was talking about. They gave this man immunity. Just like right now, Trump giving the pesticide community immunity. Billionaires that's building these, even Elon Musk with the factory that he building in Memphis. They poisoning the goddamn community, but they've been allowing this shit for so long. But yeah, let me, I'm gonna leave that on the screen. What's good, Wolf? Y'all, we want to tap in Grand Rounds. Much love to you and the family, brother. You got it. You got me.
What's going on, OG? You can hear me?
Quick little break. Everything good, man. How you doing?
Salute. Everything good, man. Y'all was having a good conversation. Just came in on the tail end of it. But yeah, man. I'm here. Salute to you, brother. I like your platform, man.
Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Like I said, right now, I was just showing a video. Shout out my nigga Poison Puppet. He guided it to me, though. Dark Origin of Big Pharma, the Rockefeller. Talked about how he controlled everything. Basically, first he controlled the oil. He made his billions in oil. Then he went to the healthcare system. How he basically, because he was selling oil to the government. Government was the number one buyer of his oil or whatever he was making. Basically, he got in with the government and got control of the healthcare system. That our people used to be against, but now all of a sudden, 2000s now, people agree with the healthcare system. Now I'm gonna blame it on the church. Because a lot of our people go to church, and the church is basically backing what these people are saying. We see that with the pandemic. They had people giving the COVID-19 shots in the church, promoting it. So I'm blaming blame this shit on the church. Because at one point, if you didn't have faith, God wouldn't carry you. You had to have faith. And we see all that shit as a lie. It's basically working with the healthcare system that have been telling us that black people niggas got deficiencies in their blood, in their body, in their genes. You know what I mean? And niggas believe in it, man. The healthcare system failed the people. It never was for helping the people. It was for profiting Big Pharma. And their number one mission was protecting Big Pharma. And that's all I wanted to expose this morning, man. I'm about exposing the education system, the healthcare system, the judicial system. I ain't saying the shit good for us. I'm saying I'm exposing it for corrupt, like the fucking corporation, like the representatives that's supposed to be representing the people, but we show they representing the Jews, not the fucking people. But the people, we supposed to be the power, like Wale been saying. But we too afraid to take back our power from motherfuckers that's poisoning us, allowing Big Pharma to poison the next generation. And that's all, like I said, I just wanted to show, man, to put an exclamation point on why OG is the fuck the way he is, man. I'm passionate about this shit, man.
Hey, that's funny.
I got a daughter that I love. Having a daughter taught me to respect women, because at one point I didn't respect women. I mean, I respected them because I wouldn't put my hands on them. I've never put my hands on a woman. I'll leave you first. And that's my motto. I ain't one of these niggas gonna crash out. Now I'm thinking through everything. But, like I said, back to shout out my nigga Juice. Much love and respect. Maybach, you already know. Much love and respect. Nami, you already know. Enjoy your day, Nami. Much love always to my sister Nami. But yeah, back to this healthcare shit that like I said, the church, I blame it on the church because our people believing in Jesus said, fuck it, I don't care about this life. Once I get to Jesus, and he gonna take care of everything. And that's what that our people believe in. That it don't matter what the fuck you eat. You consume anything. You don't live for the day because you're gonna get to Jesus, and when you should be trying to grow old and as much as possible. Who wants to die young? And I'm old and I don't want to die young. But a lot of, like Lucky was talking shit about the OGs, older people. Motherfuckers should be happy to get old. I am.
Lucky, a young fool, man.
60 plus, legally retired. But they even increased the age of retirement. That's fucked up. I think you gotta be like 72 to retire. That's how fucked up this system is. But that's all I be trying to do, man. In my weird ass way, I be trying to just expose the medical system, the education system,
OG, I got my tip.
System. Go ahead, Wale.
I know why I wanted to talk to you. I got my tips last week. I went and shot pool Saturday. I still got rhythm and stuff like that, but I picked out what tip I like because I had cotton and I had leather. Which one you like?
I like leather. I use a balabushki tip, which is a Chinese tip, but I like my tips soft or medium. I control the cue ball better. I don't like a hard tip.
Oh, the one I got is hard. The leather I got is hard. The soft one, what did I call it? That's the one I'm talking about. I don't like. So we agree. We like the same kind of tip. Then I see. That's why
I like a medium to soft. Because I had a hard tip, and I used a hard tip in the past, but I updated my stick. Like I said, right now I'm using carbon fiber. So I got a medium soft, or soft kind of medium, not hard this time.
Yeah, I like wood. I'm a wood carver.
I used to love wood shafts, but now, like I said, I'm on that new technology shit, and I'm on the carbon fiber, and I paid $500 for a shaft, just the shaft.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
So I've been there, basically putting the wood down and using the carbon fiber, and I gotta say, I like the carbon fiber. I ain't never going back to wood. I can control the English. I can control the softness. When I tell that cue ball to go top right, it go top right with that goddamn carbon fiber, and I don't got hit it as hard. It's like it controls the cue ball. It helps you control the cue ball by the level of speed that you're hitting it with.
I like the slow.
If I put bottom right, tell that motherfucker to hit that rail and go backwards to the top corner, it does it. So I like the new sticks, the carbon fiber.
LD taught me how to shoot pool in his basement. And when I shot against him, most of the time when I was getting better, I learned how to place, what he called placing. And I learned from him the strategy of the game, not to always knock the ball in, sometimes just crowd the pocket.
Yes,
all kind of stuff like that. So I
the pocket. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I use a slow roll. So when I wanted to go in, I just hit it a little bit more and it'll go in, but I could always put it right in front of the pocket when I want to. So,
and learning pool is all about ball control, but a lot of it is like I always talk about the basics. As long as you stick with the basics in pool, you can be real good at pool. And the basics to me is your bridge, your stance,
okay,
and how long you stroke the ball. If you one stroke the ball or two stroke the ball, you're gonna miss a lot.
Oh,
from my understanding and practicing, the more you concentrate, or I say like at least give it 4 to 5 strokes before you shoot. You're concentrating on the ball, you're leveling your shot, you're looking at your point of contact, and you're concentrating. When you just get up there and bend over because your back hurt in 1-2 strokes, you see what I'm saying? I look at the pros. Like I said, I study the pros. I study.
Well, thank you for that. Because that thing about 4 or 5
that's what I teach people when I teach them. Because I do teach people at pool. I say I'm not a teacher, but I'm willing to give back some of the stuff that I learned. And like when I teach people at shooting pool, I teach them dance. You gotta line yourself up. Don't be afraid to touch the table or get on the table. Get comfortable with the table, because I do. I rub my hand across that motherfucker, get some of the table dirt on it and shit. You know what I mean? If I gotta lean on it, I'll lean on it. But that's what I tell people: your bridge, your stance, and your stroke is the 3 basics. Stay with them. Stay down on the ball. When people say 1, 2, or 3, even 3, and don't stay down and jump up, that's when you miss a lot. When you stay down and watch that motherfucker go in the pocket and watch the position that you want to put it at, wherever you want to put that cue ball at next, that's when you sit
that's
down
all about it.
Motherfuckers. Because that's what the
That's where I learned that. I learned that in that basement where you put the cue ball.
So go ahead, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I learned that in the basement where to put the cue ball.
Yes, sir. Because like I showed in that picture, right? I could put that cue ball anywhere. If I wanted to put 2 different cue balls to shoot a shot, and if I could put that cue ball where that money was. I could put a piece of paper on the motherfucker table and put that cue ball, take a shot. I'm gonna put that cue ball on that paper next. I can do that shit at a high percentage. I learned the diamond system. I know how to
the
think they're hiding you. I know how to hit rails and kick shit and spin shit around shit to hit that ball. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've been good at pool. I just never talked about it. But since I won this trip to Vegas, I've been patting myself on the back. But I've been playing amateur pool league for, like I said, I played it for 20 plus years in Philadelphia. Once I moved to Georgia, I stopped. But hey, I'm becoming Atlanta. They be having all kinds of tournaments in Atlanta at the pool tournaments. I said, I don't fuck with Atlanta that often, but I'm gonna
Let
come
me
to
know
a
when you
couple
do,
pool tournaments
OG.
in Atlanta and see if I can win them motherfuckers.
OG, let me know when you pull up, man.
Yeah, cause I'm a pool hall junkie now. I gotta put my 4 to 6 hours in just to keep my game to the peak where I'm at, and I'm practicing new shit and learning new shit. Cause I'm still learning. I ain't know
I
everything
picked up
about
the game. I picked up the game across the river from you in Camden.
Gotcha.
I was living
And
in
I
Camden.
basically I was a pool hall junkie as my early 20s.
Yeah.
I used to go to the pool hall and play. See, I'm used to the 9-foot tables, the big tables. I play on the 8-foot and 7-foot. I play on them for lead, but I love the big tables because the big tables basically, stretching your focus, and you got to know the diamond system. But I play on any size table. I play on the 7-foot and bust your ass. And the other thing I wanted to say, shout out to my partner, Melody. We both shoot with either hand. So when I come to the table, I can shoot with my left hand. I'm naturally right-handed. So if I get an awkward position, instead of getting a bridge, I just switch hands. And my partner do the same. So when we go to Vegas, we're gonna show how ambidextrous we are. Cause I'm
What big? What you trying to do?
I shoot
Hey,
with
girl, get that fit
I
on.
shoot pool with both hands. I box with both hands. I kick with both feet. I use elbows,
I'm on
but
mute.
back to the pool shit. I learned how to
Thank.
shoot
Oh,
pool with my offhand and be good at it. So y'all gonna see me switching hands, and so do my partner. She switch hands. So I was just saying, I'm that nigga can shoot with either hand on the table and control the cue ball. Yeah, I'm that nigga. And like I said, I'm a hustler. I let people know I'm a pool shark. So if you want to gamble, I gamble. But if you don't, we can play for fun. But I love gambling. I love betting on my motherfucking self because I know the game. I've been playing it 40 years. But yeah, man.
I lost a friend on the pool table. I don't gamble no more. The guy that taught me, because he wanted to. He said, "Oh, you think you're good?" Because he had a big table in the basement. It was a big table, shit, regular big. And I was there for 2 years, every day, all day, just shooting pool, listening and learning from other people who would come to play the tables. And the thing was, when he saw that I was beating the rest of the people, he wanted to bet me. And I told him I didn't want to bet him. And when I beat him, he quit playing me. He actually got upset. I told him I don't like gambling. I don't gamble.
Yeah, we don't gotta bet money. We could bet push-ups. We could bet sit-ups. We could bet squats. I don't mind doing some physical, some
it's
squats,
about the bet.
goddamn push-ups if I lose.
No, it's about the bet. That's what I be. It's
but
not
yeah,
about
I do gamble. You know what I'm saying? I gamble at pool. Been gambling at pool for a while. It's a hustle for me. I love the game. It's a hustle.
Life is a gamble to me.
It's a
So
trade.
that's the biggest gamble I'm playing. Life.
You hear me, Wale? It's a trade, brother. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can make money shooting pool.
Oh yeah, I understand.
It's a profession. You go professional, you can make some good money. Win a couple tournaments, that's good money. And you travel the world. But yeah, that's all. I'm pool shark, man. I love gambling and I love showing off my shit. That's why I went and bought me the new carbon fiber stick. I bought me a jump stick so I can legally jump the balls. I don't jump from the bottom. I hit that motherfucker straight ahead and make it hit the slate. And I'm pretty accurate with it. I said, I know how to spin that motherfucker left, right, masse. Think you got me here? I'm spinning around that motherfucker and making it. It's like I said, I know I can control. If I have, say, 100 people in the room, I can have motherfuckers saying, "Ooh, he made that. Damn, that nigga good." What's good, Damien? I got you, brother. I got you. Welcome to the Mod Squad. Good seeing you, brother. But yeah, let's get back to Big Pharma. I didn't talk enough shit. You know, I didn't talk enough shit. But yeah, this video right here, I did want to finish it. I might not be able to finish it. But, you know, I got Fauci
I'm about to
on the
part
screen.
ways,
Like
man.
I said earlier, Fauci was in charge of, he had the position that RFK got. He had that for like 30 plus years. So the president changed, the mayor changed, the governor changed.
OG, can you hear me?
But he didn't change. Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to part ways, man. I'm about to hit this batting cage, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. You say anything before you go down, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna probably end it in the next, how long, man? Time is it? Yeah, time for me to start getting ready. I gotta go pick up that check.
You know it.
For the pool league. Like I said, when we won the cash that I showed go ahead, close out, brother.
Yeah, now salute, man. It's always a pleasure talking to the OGs and the big bros, man. My elders.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. You
Hey,
know
man.
you
talking to
come
y'all.
up anytime, bro.
I'm gonna catch that cab. Hold that cab for me, my youth. I'm getting out, Philly. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Y'all appreciate
Salute,
y'all.
Wale.
Thank
Salute,
you for
OG.
coming up.
Yep, salute y'all. Peace.
But yeah, I gotta go pick up that check we won because basically I booked my tickets, and once I booked my tickets, they reimbursed me $1,000. You know what I mean? So basically, my ticket cost for that weekend cost me about $600, air flight and hotel. They reimbursed me, so I made $400. I'm going to get my check and put it in my account and get ready for this trip to Vegas. But yeah, like I was saying, with this corporation, the presidents change, the mayors change, the governors change, Congress change. He was the only person in the government that kept his job for over 30-something years, man. Then they turn around and give him immunity. The last dime was good, my brother. Much love and respect. Damian Malone, what's good? Welcome to the channel, man. And that's what I was showing in this video. The healthcare system that we trust so much, Rockefeller controlled it, man. And that's all I'm exposing. Let's play a little bit more of the video. All right, bring it back up. Here we go.
It was all about the dollars. Healthcare and lives be damned.
It was all about the dollar.
Rockefeller then began producing his own medicines with a petroleum.
Let me run that the hell back. 20 seconds.
Rockefeller then began producing his own medicines with a petroleum base, meaning oil, which is a known carcinogen.
Let me go back. Right.
Proven remedies such as hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin in favor of an experimental and now proven failed vaccine that was cheap to produce but
vaccine
for profit.
That was put out.
The Biden administration then filed.
And you got some of these people that's even caping for that vaccine. Much love, my brother, last time. You already know, man. You got our people that, I took the COVID-19 shot. Yeah, it helped me. I would have died of COVID. Motherfucker, they poisoned you. And they letting you know they poisoned you. Experimental fucking vaccine.
Fired and had social media outlets censor medical experts who challenged the Dr. Fauci platform, and see our video on him.
Let me rewind that shit back one more time.
Healthcare and lives be damned.
Healthcare and lives be damned. Let's go back.
The Biden administration then fired and had social media outlets censor medical experts who challenged the Dr. Fauci platform and see our video on him. It was all about the dollars, healthcare, and lives be damned. Rockefeller then began producing his own medicines with a petroleum base, meaning oil, which is a known carcinogen, and most of these were highly addictive. Traditional herbal treatments were then labeled as alternative, and he lobbied and bribed politicians to have them banned as unscientific quackery. Then he got the insurance companies on board to ban payments for such treatments.
Had a natural remedy using herbs that we were curing ourselves. He basically came in and wiped that system out and brought in the system that's in here to this day. And that's like I said, when I debated 111 Truth, I tried, basically they got our people away from herbs and believing in God to cure anything. But we see during that pandemic, the church was pushing the jab. What happened to God? A mustard seed worth of faith. God can cure anything. What about, what happened to that? What happened to, God can cure anything. God ain't in the curing business no more. So he left it up to the healthcare not experts. But we're exposing it, man. Exactly. But let's go, man. Well, I said I don't trust them, man.
He did this also by taking control of the American media with the collusion of the great newsmen of the day, Joseph Pulitzer and William Randolph Hearst, who helped spread vaccine ain't nothing but a tracking device. All would see a profit. He also took over the American Medical Association, where he could control what was being taught in medical schools and push his doctrine that supported his own poison pill business, eliminating natural healing from the curriculum. Doctors and professors who challenged this new orthodoxy were fired, banned from teaching and practicing medicine, and their licenses were revoked. To give context to this evil by Rockefeller, once it was proven that his own manufactured medicines were causing cancer, he founded the American Cancer Society and prevented any of that information from being disclosed, and then still prevented natural remedies from being used by the medical profession. We saw this recently with the big pharmaceutical companies giving the COVID-19 injections and hiding the downside of the massive rejections and side effects of those shots, the jab. The hypocrisy was astounding because now Rockefeller, along with J.P. Morgan and Kuhn Loeb and Company, which later became Lehman, wanted to protect their newly obtained wealth. They all worked with Nelson Aldrich to create the Federal Reserve System in 1913 under Woodrow Wilson. And see our video on him, to whom they contributed heavily to both of his campaigns. In addition, they were instrumental in establishing a federal income tax, despite their previous collective positions on that subject, and the Fed declaring such a thing was communistic. Ironically, Aldrich's daughter was also married to one of Rockefeller's sons. So why the great change in their opinion? Simple. Exemptions. It should be noted that Rockefeller and his cronies, who first opposed the Fed and see our video on that subject, is very much like Bill Gates today, as most of these gigantic pharmaceutical companies and banks have since created tax-exempt foundations wherein they donate massive amounts of their corporate shares to not only avoid income taxes and capital gains taxes, but also estate taxes, and the money goes to bribe members of Congress. They supported the creation of the Fed and IRS, control of big pharma and healthcare, while still supporting the legislature that created laws that they were exempt from. Rockefeller was the godfather of this lethal corruption.
And like I said,
of interest at the time, Kuhn Loeb was run by Jacob Schiff, whose grandson married Al Gore's daughter in 1997, just to make that
CDC, trusting these people's statistics, all above, man. I don't trust none of they shit. And been saying it for years. Fast food joints is poisoning us. Our people like, it's hard to eat fast food. That's why most of our people, I hate it down south. I love it down here, but I hate it. And I'm going to say this, but I'm happily married, right? These women down here, they got fat asses and big guts. To me, that looks unhealthy. A big gut is unhealthy. Obesity is unhealthy. And we think it's okay and cute today. It ain't cute to have no big gut. And a man shouldn't have no big gut. But, most of our people, we still religious. The pork eaters out there still eating pork. The other white meat. They love they white people. So they eat the other white meat. Yeah, I said it. Y'all fucking white people, pork eaters, love y'all white people. And that's why y'all eat the other white meat. Oh, shit. I gotta go. Everybody be easy, man. Y'all be easy. I gotta go. Y'all have a good day, man. Some important business came up. Enjoy y'all day. Much love to all of y'all. Peace.